The following is a live sports presentation on Glycod.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
And a pleasant good evening from Winchester. For the first time, Glycod is on the air at George Rogers Clark High School, their home opener, and we thank you for joining us. I'm Chris LaBar alongside former male Bulldog and state champion defensive back KJ Jones. Welcome to the broadcast, and GRC, a very impressive win to start things last week at Great Crossing.
Yeah, very impressive. 41-14 win right there, so I'm looking to see them carry that momentum over to this game here today against this very good team here tonight.
So many storylines in this game, and you talk about Dane Dameron. He's bounced around a little bit, spent a lot of time collegiately coaching, and we'll talk with him about that here in a little bit. But he's got a lot of new players in this system this year, KJ. What does that mean for the development of the high school here?
Well, it just means that everybody has to be locked in. I truly believe in Coach Dameron this year, again, as you said, he had a really good season at Paris last year, some really good wins. So I believe in him to develop these players here at GRC and get them together as well.
A look at our weather forecast tonight, presented by our partners at Suntime Pools and Spas. About 3 hours ago, a pool would have been much needed, but it is perfect now. Temps will dip down into the 70s as our evening continues here in Winchester. A perfect night for high school football. And again, thank you to Suntime Pools and Spas. We're just getting started. More coverage straight ahead. And up next, a conversation with first-year head coach Dane Dameron. And that's next. From Winchester, you're watching Glycod.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
At Central Equipment, we're a family.
And that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure
our customers leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Elite Building Products for a wide selection of top quality windows, doors, and vinyl accessories. Visit their showroom just off the 27 bypass in Nicholasville at 242 Wilson Drive. Elite Building Products, the right decision for your home.
Welcome back to Winchester, the home opener for GRC's. The Cardinals host Huntington out of West Virginia. Dane Dameron, first-year head coach of the Cardinals, joins us. And Dane, a great start to your time here at GRC, a big win last week at Great Crossing. Your observations about that performance?
I thought defensively we played very hard, created some turnovers. It always helps when, the other team's starting quarterback gets knocked out of the game, and so you have to face the backup. But I thought our kids were very opportunistic in what we did defensively, and the effort was phenomenal running to the football. Offensively, I thought we were efficient. I think we left a lot of things out there. Could have scored 70, I think, if we're clicking on all cylinders. But Carter played pretty good. Our wide receiving group played really well, and I thought we were able to run the football well in the third and fourth quarter.
Carter Music, whom you referenced, has some experience at quarterback, but now he's a junior, and you're going to put more on him, it sounds like. What do you expect from him this season?
Oh, I expect him to have a great year. I think Carter is a very talented young man. There's sometimes I don't think he knows how good he can actually be. The first two scrimmages, I thought he did a tremendous job sitting in the pocket and making throws. Last week, it was the first time he was truly live in the pocket. So I think a couple times he might have seen some ghosts back there and got out of the pocket a little bit too quick. But when we convince him to sit in the pocket and do your scrambling up through the pocket, I think he's got a chance to be pretty special. He's been processing and going through his reads very good. So I think he has the opportunity to have a very good year.
Dane, you're new, obviously, to this program, and these kids are new to you. Describe the acclimation process in terms of what it's been like as you've gotten to know one another.
I think they're great kids. I think they're like most kids. They want to be loved. They want to be coached, and just got to get them to understand that most of the time those two things go hand in hand. And you've got to be able to take coaching and understand that we all want the same thing. We all want the best. We all want what's best for each individual young man. So it's been a good one. I thoroughly enjoyed them, and I think they're grasping what we're asking from them pretty good.
It sounds like you're really planting seeds deep in the program. 86, 87 kids now presently dressing and such in the program. What does that say about the excitement level for your team?
Oh, I think it's great. We're trying to build from the third grade up. We've got a third and fourth grade team working through the school system, and there's another third and fourth grade team that's been around for a while, and then those two groups have worked together, which is something that hasn't happened here. Chris Chirac's running our middle school program 5th through 8th, and their numbers are pretty good. And we played our first freshman game last Thursday, the first true freshman game that's been played in Clark County in over 3 years. And so we're trying to build. I tell them all the time, the very first thing we're always going to try to do is build the team, because you got to win year to year. So we've got a lot of first-year seniors, which sometimes that's not the ideal thing for success. But we've got to get the kids out into school and let them have a positive experience so they can recruit and let the people know what's really going on. So our freshman numbers are well, our varsity numbers are well. We've got to get our sophomore and junior classes built up a little bit.
Huntington, the opponent tonight. How did this matchup come to be?
They were in a bowl game here last year. I think there was 4 games. When I got here, it was kind of a mess. Their contracts weren't signed, and people were dropping out right and left. And so we just decided that we would play Huntington and let them finish out their 2-year plan that they had. And so last year, GRC played somebody else, and Huntington played a team out of Tennessee or something. And like I said, it was kind of a mess, but we're just going to play this one. Should be a great game for us, because Huntington is very talented and should get us ready for the games that we have coming ahead, especially in our district.
Good luck tonight. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Head coach Dane Dameron of the Cardinals will step aside. More coverage in just a moment on Glycod.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, But spend a little time with us, and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
This is the velvety green turf of your lawn, where you don't just earn your stripes, you mow them. Victory is not without obstacles: tall grass, dreaded fence line, trees to get under and around. Once we called this no man's land. Today we call it conquered. With cold, hard steel and an iron will. Go ahead, take a victory lap, 'cause it's mow day.
Anthony is using Community Trust Bank's mobile banking with Zelle to pay to have the leaves raked. His part of the big lunch meeting and the birthday gift for the niece that was due today. That means Anthony made it on time for the big game to see the home team score the winning touchdown. Mobile banking with Zelle at Community Trust Bank. Fast, easy, and secure.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Want to stop vaping? It takes less time to get help than it does to skip this video. Text START MY QUIT to 36072. No pressure. Get free, confidential help to quit vaping.
This message was furnished by the Bourbon County Health Department.
Bugsy's Entertainment Complex is now open in Lexington. Located in Hamburg, Bugsy's brings together a wide range of attractions all under one roof, including bowling and duck pin bowling, arcade games, axe throwing, mini golf, and immersive experiences like the Hurricane VR ride and Valo Arena. This huge space also features food, drinks, and areas designed for parties, events, and nights out with friends and family. Whether you're planning a group outing or just looking for something new, Bugsy's offers a fresh entertainment experience right here in Lexington.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Tonight's game is presented by Bugsy's Entertainment. They're bringing world-class attractions to Central Kentucky and hosting season-long watch parties for Glycod broadcast. For more information, visit Bugsy's.com. KJ, the game preview tonight for Huntington, a little bit of an unknown. This is their season opener.
Yeah, this is their season opener again. They're trying to get things going on the road here, traveling across state lines. So, again, they need to get things going again and just come in with a positive mindset here tonight.
Highlanders making the 103-mile trek to Winchester, and they're going to have a new quarterback. Their former quarterback, Tavion Wilson, now a tight end at Clemson. High accolades there. So now they're going to start a sophomore, Marick Midkiff, and he did get some experience last year.
Yeah, and this is going to be a big game for him. This is a true test here on the road. Again, traveling over 100 miles and coming into an environment like this. So we'll really get to see what that new quarterback is made of here tonight.
We'll talk more about the Huntington lineup in just a bit. They do have a pair of outstanding rushers. Their brothers, Mayshawn Okonkwo and Travion Okonkwo, collectively nearly 1,600 yards on the ground last year.
Yeah, and that's just amazing. Again, one rushing for over 1,000 yards, so that's truly a dynamic duo back there. So GRC defense is really going to have their hands full tonight trying to stop that dynamic duo back there.
For the Cardinals, nice win last week, and really did it from the get-go. That game never in doubt, scored on their first possession, and trying to get 2-0 for second time in a couple of years.
Yeah, and I think they really have a good shot at it. And again, as you said, just a truly dominating win. And again, as Coach Dameron was saying in the interview, just really shooting on all cylinders, and feels like if his offense was all together, they could have maybe put up 70 last week. So really excited to see what that high-powered offense does here tonight.
A lot of key players in this game. We'll talk more about those in just a few moments. Tonight's broadcast is authorized by George Rogers Clark High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you so much for watching. We'll step aside. We'll talk more about this Huntington football team, and we'll have that part of our pregame coming up next on Glycod.
Bugsy's Entertainment Complex is now open in Lexington. Located in Hamburg, Bugsy's brings together a wide range of attractions all under one roof, including bowling and duck pin bowling, arcade games, axe throwing, mini golf, and immersive experiences like the Hurricane VR ride and Valo Arena. This huge space also features food, drinks, and areas designed for parties, events, and nights out with friends and family. Whether you're planning a group outing or just looking for something new, Bugsy's offers a fresh entertainment experience right here in Lexington.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
And have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You don't have to look far to see the power of the Electrical Union Local 369. No matter the size, we have the right contractor to fill your needs. When it counts, you can count on the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 369. Contact the IBEW today.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to George Rogers Clark High School in Winchester. Some 15 minutes ahead of kickoff, the home opener for the Cardinals as they host the Huntington Highlanders out of Huntington, West Virginia. It's the 2026 Hall of Fame class being introduced right now at midfield, and what a wonderful feat for all of those nominees for the 2026 season. So Huntington, KJ, they are coached by a legend in those parts, his 18th season in Billy Seals, and there's not much he's yet to accomplish.
Yeah, for sure. 144-61 record. I mean, they made it to the quarterfinals just last year. I mean, he has a really good track record, so he's done a really good thing with this team. And again, to be at a school for 18 years, I mean, you got to be doing something right there.
We hope to connect with Coach this week. I know it's been very busy. We were unable to do so, but he has done a masterful job. There you see his backstory. Collegiately played at Liberty in Virginia and an alumnus out of Morristown East in Tennessee. And in terms of the key personnel on this team, we talked a couple about the brothers, really the key part of the running game, and that's going to test this GRC defense.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, when you have a guy that's rushing for over 1,000 yards and then he has a brother coming in and rushing for an additional 400, I mean, that's going to be a big test for this defense. So I'm really excited to see what kind of schemes they're looking to throw at them and how they're looking to stop that duo back there tonight.
Huntington last season, they were 9-3. Again, they lost their perhaps their top player, one of the better players that's been through that school in the last handful of years, now playing at Clemson. And this is a school similar to GRC, comparable enrollment sizes, so 1,600 plus for Huntington.
Yeah, for sure. So definitely looking to see some good competition here tonight. Again, you said two evenly matched teams, a little bit different styles of play. So I really like games like that. We're seeing whose wheel is going to win here tonight.
We'll have our Woody's key players coming up. A couple of other key returnees. Dante Newsome, a young man to keep an eye on. He is their leading returning receiver. And then a couple of stalwarts on the back end defensively.
Yeah, and like you said, the leading returning receiver, and again, they have a sophomore quarterback coming in here and starting. So when you have a guy with experience like that, it can really help calm the quarterback down because, again, this is going to be a harsh environment for a sophomore starting his first game.
And both of these teams have such a difficult schedule coming up. We had a chance to talk with some of the Huntington coaching staff a little bit earlier, some of the assistants and such, and they felt like this was a really important game for them. And for GRC, you've got to win your home games considering you've got some very difficult district games coming up.
Yeah, for sure. Every game counts. Every game needs to be played like a playoff game. And, again, when you're facing a tough schedule like that, you really need to be all locked in each week and putting it all out there on the line.
We'd like to welcome those of you watching this game tonight at Woody's Sports Bar and Grill in Winchester. They will proudly present tonight's key players, and we'll have that for you next. It's Huntington and George Rogers Clark, and it's live on Glycod.
At Central Equipment, we're a family.
And that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure
our customers leave happy. If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
Let's pause. Are you ready to break up with your vape? Text Start My Quit to 36072. No pressure. Get free, confidential help to quit vaping.
This message was furnished by the Bourbon County Health Department.
You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
With Fast Signs, create striking custom visuals that inspire pride district-wide. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Anthony is using Community Trust Bank's mobile banking with Zelle to pay to have the leaves raked, his part of the big lunch meeting, and the birthday gift for the niece that was due today. That means Anthony made it on time for the big game to see the home team score the winning touchdown. Mobile banking with Zelle at Community Trust Bank. Fast, easy, and secure.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Hey, I'm Stacy Lyle, owner of Woody Sports Bar and Grill in Winchester, Kentucky. If you're looking for something to do during the week, please come join us for Tuesday trivia and Wednesday karaoke. And if you have a big party, call ahead and reserve our dining room.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust, and by Woody's Sports Bar and Grill, where game day cravings meet flavor you can't resist.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
This is the velvety green turf of your lawn, where you don't just earn your stripes, you mow them. Victory is not without obstacles, tall grass, dreaded fence line, trees to get under and around. Once we called this no man's land. Today we call it conquered. With cold, hard steel and an iron will. Go ahead, take a victory lap, 'cause it's Mow Day.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
From Glycod in Central Kentucky High School Football. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Your community college. Tonight's game is brought to you by Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville. The right decision for your home. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Bugsy's Entertainment, Lexington's fresh new food and fun experience. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. Central Equipment, specialists in farm and turf equipment since 1972. Carpenter's Local 1650, build your winning career today. And by Fast Signs and Roosters. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School Football. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Alongside KJ Jones, I'm Chris Labar. Welcome back to George Rogers Clark High School, Huntington High School, and the Cardinals' moments from getting this underway. Jimmy Powell, the white hat tonight, as Trey Davis and Atheus Morris, two of the Cardinal captains, out for this game. And GRC will start this game with the football, so a chance to see the Cardinals' prolific offense, albeit only one game.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Again, Carter Music throwing for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns last week, so really excited to see what they come out and do here tonight.
We'll step aside. Huntington will kick off. George Rogers Clark and the Huntington Highlanders season opener for HHS. GRC, they're 1-0 in their home opener, and we'll have it for you next live on Glycod.
Bugsy's Entertainment Complex is now open in Lexington. Located in Hamburg, Bugsy's brings together a wide range of attractions all under one roof, including bowling and duck pin bowling, arcade games, axe throwing, mini golf, and immersive experiences like the Hurricane VR ride and Valo Arena. This huge space also features food, drinks, and areas designed for parties, events, and nights out with friends and family. Whether you're planning a group outing or just looking for something new, Bugsy's offers a fresh entertainment experience right here in Lexington.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Tonight's key players are presented by Woody's Sports Bar and Grill, offering burgers, sandwiches, and wings in Winchester. And we'd like to say hello to all of you watching right now from Woody's. We talked about the brothers in the back field for Huntington, Mayshawn, and Trayvon. And then for GRC, Carter Music had a very solid game last week, KJ.
Yeah, he did. Again, throwing for 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he was also their leading rusher last week with 78 yards rushing. So that's really going to be the key here tonight, is to really get him going and him just controlling the offense here tonight.
Trey Davis injured much of last season. Great to have him back. He had a pair of rushing scores last week, and Huntington will kick it off to George Rogers Clark. Cardinals will send back Gunnar Martin and Atheus Morris. And we expect Huntington to send out their outstanding kicker from last season, who was perfect on extra points, pint-sized sophomore Huck Captain. That's a great name for a kicker.
It really is. I just want to say, what a great crowd out here tonight for GRC for the home opener. Great weather as well.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight live on Glycott. A short kick, and it will be fair caught at the 33-yard line. And GRC will begin things there as Nick Logan brings it in.
Yeah, really good starting field position here for GRC starting out. And if you're Huntington on the road, I don't think that's the kind of kick you want to start off with there.
Maybe trying to evade the prolific return game, trying to keep the ball out of Martin's hands.
And let's see if GRC carries that momentum from last week. Again, putting up 41 points. Carter Music with 250 passing yards and 3 touchdowns.
As Music in the shotgun. Here's a near side handoff, and Trey Davis slung for a couple of yards. Nice tackle by Trevon Okakwo for Huntington. This GRC offense, linemen left to right, it's Eli Biddle, Braxton Hafley, Max Colton, 2-year starter. At center of the right side is Colton Shear, and Ethan Horovnik. It's second down and long for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and seeing GRC go with a little bit of tempo here, trying to keep the defense on their toes.
Pass out in the flat, and that ball's reeled in. Atheus Morris, and Morris lowers the shoulder, and it's third down and long. Nice containment on the far side by Huntington.
Yeah, good contain on both plays there. You see starting out with the outside zone, and Huntington doing a good job containing there, and then also on the RPO right there doing a good job keeping everything inside.
Carter Music again, the junior quarterback. Trey Davis, Landon Belcher will get a lot of carries, and a very balanced receiving core with Morris, Cecil, and Toddy, the top 3 statistically. Third down and long under heavy pressure. Morris, a pitch and catch, and Atheus Morris coasting for 6.
Yeah, just pitch and catch right there. You see running a cover 1, no safety over top, and just a perfect throw right there by Music, putting it right on his guy. Again, picking up right where they left off last week. Looks like they didn't miss a beat. Looks like we actually have a flag back in the backfield, though.
Oh, we do we not? A flag. I beg your pardon.
And that's just a momentum killer right there. Just a perfect play drawn up. And
it's a legal shift and a face mask both on GRC, as we're unable to bring the camera back to you, but that's going to nullify the touchdown reception.
And that's just such a hard call right there. Again, you have the fade right there. You have one-on-one man coverage, perfect pass, perfect catch. Just hate to have penalties like that.
See if we can get one more deeper look at the infractions. Maybe a hold preventing the hit on Music. So it's third down and lengthy. They're going to mark this all the way back inside.
Yeah, just a killer right there. Again, a 15-yard penalty. You go from a touchdown to now you're behind 10 yards behind the sticks.
Third down at 22. Again, a 15-yarder. There were 2 penalties. There was an illegal shift that was declined. So now third down and long. It's Music, 4-man rush. He's going to roll to the right under heavy duress, and he's going to fling it for a completed pass to the sideline of Huntington. And it will be fourth and long.
Yeah, and you see Huntington going with the 2 deep safeties right there after they just got beat on the deep ball. And really, besides that one play, Huntington defense doing a really good job containing this GRC offense so far.
Looked like a hold right up the middle, and that drew the ire of the official. And the Cardinals forced to punt Wyatt Jackson. He'll be nestled inside his 5-yard line. As Huntington awaiting a punt at their 40. A low snap, and Jackson's kick is high and floating off to the right. Going to retreat back inside Cardinal 36 down to the 35-yard line, and that's only going to be a 14-yard Cardinals punt.
And some really good starting field position here for Huntington. Starting in their own territory. We're starting in the GRC territory.
So the Huntington offense will take the field. We told you about a couple of their key players. The quarterback is Marik Midkiff, and a pair of strong running backs, Mayshawn and Travion Okonkwo. Okonkwo, the junior, Trayvon, with already a couple of Division II offers. So first down and 10. And here's the inside handoff, and Mayshawn Okonkwo was brought down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and really good job right there from the DN coming off and making that play right there. Mike Nelson coming off the edge and stopping that play in the backfield. Read it like a book.
Loss of 3, second down and 13 for Huntington. Dane Dameron very pleased with his defensive performance last week, coordinated by your friend DJ White.
Yeah, really good D coordinator right there. And see, last week they had 3 takeaways, 1 interception and 2 fumbles. Let's see if they can get some more takeaways this week.
In motion is the tight end Antonio Pascal, and the pass out in the flat. It's brought in by Dante Newsom, their leading returning receiver, and he is slung down. A loss of a couple more back to the 40, and they're going to mark him forward progress to the 39.
And again, excellent defense right there, just reading their keys. And you see the screen pass right there, and the defense coming up quick to stop it. Putting this Huntington offense in a 3rd and long situation. And really good defense right there, especially when the offense gets the ball in GRC's territory.
Kellen Reif split out to the bottom of your screen on 3rd down and a dozen. Low snap, and Midkiff rolling press box side. Now he goes to the backside, and the tailgate open, and a first down as he's tripped out very close, or perhaps shy of the stick.
Yeah, and really good pursuit right there, because it looked like nothing but green grass. So good job to get him just short of the line and bring up a 4th down here.
From this angle, it looked like smooth sailing for the first down, but stepped out just a yard early, so 4th down and 1 after the 11-yard scamper.
Yeah, again, just excellent pursuit right there to the ball. Because, again, yeah, it looked like nothing but green grass ahead of him. Maybe could have even been a touchdown.
4th down and 1. Now they're going to go jumbo with 3 backs. And it's the second guy through. It's Okonkwo, and he'll trip forward, Trayvon Okonkwo, and that will net a first down.
It looks like we actually have another flag here. Let's see who this is on. Holding call, so I'm going to bring that one back here.
Boy, penalties have been significant in the first 4 minutes of this game.
They really have taken away 2 big plays here. A 4th down conversion and a touchdown.
So 4th and 1 will become 4th down and long. And we'll see what that does to the decision-making of this Huntington offense.
Looks like they're going to keep their offense out there. Actually, looks like they're bringing on the punter kick team now. I was going to say, that's a big risk right there on the road.
Jackson Seals is back to punt. 4th down and a long 6 from the GRC 35-yard line. Haddon Cecil back to return for GRC as Seals trying to steer it inside the 10. And a wonderful kick. Rolling idle at the 3. That's a punt of 32 gorgeous yards. And Huntington pinning the Cardinals back inside their 5-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think you can ask for a better punt than that right there. Good backspin on it, landing right inside the 5.
Like I would like to thank all of our partners that have been a part of this free-to-watch streaming platform. If you'd like to participate as a sponsor, please email info@glycod.com. We thank you for all you do. As Glycod on the cusp of 10,000 subscribers, would have been unheard of a few years ago, but thank you so much for your support. There's an inside handoff, and up to the left side, and that's going to be Trey Martin, and he's out angling across the 25 to the 28. That's a blast of 25, KJ, and a first down.
Yeah, going with the wing formation right there and seen an open hole and just took advantage of it. And, again, getting his offense out of that tight situation, backed up against the goal line, getting them some better field position.
And the Dane Dameron offense, they go hurry up. So it's 1st down and 10 inside the 30. Cardinals been able to move the ball, but one killer penalty has kept this game scoreless. Music has a man under it, and that ball is caught down at the 32-yard line, and Haddon Cecil brings it in.
Yeah, one thing about Carter Music, he is not afraid to let it go. He is letting that thing fly. That's 2 deep bombs so far to start the game off. Perfect, right on the money, too.
That's a gain of 43 as Haddon Cecil had a very productive game last week, over 100 yards receiving. This, again, a gain of 43. And the Cardinals knocking on the Huntington door just outside the red zone. Here's a handoff around to the near side and plucking his way across the 20 down to the 18-yard line, Timrell Golden.
Yeah, and I like how they're mixing up the looks here, really keeping that Huntington defense on their toes. They don't know what's coming.
Might have a free play here on you've got 2nd down and 1 as Golden rushing around to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and you see Huntington keep going with the one-man look right there. And, again, they're going to take advantage every time. Oh.
And outside of the end zone, it's incomplete.
I think right there, if he makes that catch, you just have to you got to let him have it, because that was an amazing catch, jumping right over the defender right there. I think that's one he may have to put on the highlight tape.
3rd down and 1.
And when you watch Carter Music throw, he just has such good mechanics and perfect spiral right to his receiver every time. He's going to have a great season ahead of him this year.
Young man that had some experience last year, and inside rush. 5-yard pickup at GRC with a 1st down as the offensive line paving a way. Nice block there by the right tackle, Ethan Horovnik.
And if this GRC offense can stay healthy, I don't see many teams stopping them this year. When you can throw the deep ball like that and also have the run game, it's going to be really hard for teams to game plan for you.
1st down and 10. This Cardinals drive again began inside their 10-yard line.
And I also like how they're mixing up the spread with the wing. That can be really hard. You either see teams run one or the other, but they're mixing the looks up here tonight.
Here's Music, the handoff shy of the 15-yard line. Yeah, and like Huntington says they have the loose football.
Yeah, I think there's a fumble. Yeah.
Oh, and they do. As the Cardinals fumble, and Landon Belcher that coughed it up.
Just another drive killer right there. You had a big penalty the last time, and then you have a fumble here, but we can definitely see what this GRC offense can do.
Let's take one more look as Belcher, hard inside run, and that ball stripped out of there. Looked like maybe Elias King, number 33, got a hand on that ball.
Yeah, and Huntington really lucky here. This could easily be a 14-0 game.
Huntington going a couple of receivers to the short side of the field. As Merrick Midkiff back under center. And that ball is nearly picked off. Haddon Cecil interjecting himself right in between the targets.
And he read that play like a book. He was right there ready. And, again, that just goes to the coach. And this GRC defense is prepared tonight. Everything that this Huntington offense is trying to do, they're right there on it.
And Cecil salivating for 6 if he hung on to that one.
Yeah, nobody's going to catch him there. He's going to walk right in.
This time a more traditional formation for Huntington. And a keeper to the left side, and that ball's bobbled and incomplete right through the midst of Kellen Rife. He was hearing some footsteps, and now it's 3rd down and 10 for the Highlanders.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to go with a triple option there, and just not a good pass out there to the receiver.
This is a big play for this GRC defense.
It is, and this GRC team really playing well on both sides. Again, the offense has moved the ball but had a few costly turnovers and penalties, but this GRC defense has held this Huntington offense, though. 2
receivers to the near side. Midkiff, he's looking for Newsome, and a little too lengthy for Dante. Nice coverage out there on the boundary by Jack Toddy, and it will be 4th down and long.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking to hit Newsome on that corner route right there, but yeah, it looked like it was just a little bit over his head.
We're going to see the punting acumen of Jackson Seals, the first time he steered it some 30 yards when he had to be very delicate. This time it's open the back door and give it all you've got as he's just outside of his end zone.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely got to be safe down there. See what the ball can get to Haddon Cecil. Let's see what he can do back there.
Cecil inside Huntington territory at the 48, awaiting the Seals punt. And Jackson end over end, fair caught at the 45, net punt of 31 yards, and GRC perched inside Huntington's territory to start their third drive.
Yeah, really good starting field position here at the 45. Let's see if they can capitalize on this drive here and get some points up on the board. Again, looked really good on the first two drives, just again a costly turnover and then a costly penalty.
Huntington, such an experienced program with Coach Seals. They were a quarterfinalist last year. That's a little shy of their annual goal. They expect to be good despite some significant personnel loss. Here's a screen pass set up and deflected. Nice play around the edge, knocked down by Grady Franks.
Yeah, he was just at the right place at the right time, or else I think that could have been a big play right there because it looks like he had some linemen out in front of him. Again, yeah, good play right there by Grady, knocking that one down. Again, you see here Huntington going with that two deep safety look to try to prevent that deep ball that Music's so good at throwing.
Max Colton, the experienced junior center, as Music, his classmate, behind him in the shotgun. And back to throw, Music. He'll slide to the right. Nearing the 40, breaks a tackle. First down as Music skates across the 30 down to the 27. That's a gallop of 18 and a first down.
And it's just, the question is, how do you stop that? He beats you with the deep ball, and then he can also take off and run with his legs. This Carter Music guy is going to be a star.
Well, Dane Dameron very fond of his junior quarterback in our earlier conversation. Thinks he's going to have a big year, and he's certainly doing some very strong things through the first 6 minutes of this game. Here's the handoff, and pinballing off a couple of tackles is Xavier Holbrook, the senior, as he'll barrel across the 25 and pick up 3 yards.
Yeah, another good run right there. Again, just so many weapons on this GRC offense.
So early in this game, but this may be a must score for GRC.
Yeah, it definitely is. Because, again, you're moving the ball well. You just have to capitalize and actually put some points up on the board.
Holbrook. And there's this slant. Pitch and catch. Haddon Cecil, another catch. It's first down and goal from the 10-yard line.
And, again, every pass just right on the money, right on the numbers. As a receiver, that's exactly where you want it at. You can just catch it and keep on running with your momentum.
Ball on the 10-yard line. First and goal for GRC.
To the near side. Bouncing outside is Trey Davis, and Davis, he'll take a couple of Huntington players for 1 yard. Now you've got second and goal from the 9, so maybe that play call was to set up something else.
Yeah, it looked like that play was kind of blown up in the backfield. You've seen the Huntington defense got back there pretty fast.
Two receivers to the near side at the bottom of your screen, right above Community Trust Bank logos, Atheus Morris. Music rolling, slithering, and he'll funnel it for an incomplete pass. He's well outside of the pocket, and it's third down and goal.
Yeah, and you keep seeing Huntington running this cover one man coverage, and as a quarterback, you love that there. See if they try to take advantage of that on this next play here.
Now, what does that mean that you just described?
So cover one is when it's just the defender and the receiver. You don't have any safety help over top, so Carter, he's just throwing it up to his guy and just trusting his guy to go up and make a catch. And so far tonight, his guys have done that. Again, as you see here on the outside, see Haddon Cecil and Trayvon Okonkwo.
Third down and goal to the near side, trying to slither inside the 5-yard line. As the Cardinals now camped at fourth down and goal from the 4.
Yeah, I think a big decision here because you're so close to the end zone. Let's see if they decide to go for it here. And I think they will. Looks like they're just bringing in a different package.
Timbrel Golden, his second carry, so he's going to get some work this evening. And the Cardinals offense staying on the field. They have dominated time of possession, dominated yardage, but still yet to score. This is a big play call here.
It is, and again, you see man-to-man coverage everywhere.
Trey Davis to the right of Music, and Music on an out pass. We've got a flag in the backfield on an incomplete pass, a flag thrown.
And I was looking at the ball in the area, but looking from the look of it, looks like it may be roughing the passer.
Personal foul. Half a distance to the goal.
And in a situation like that, that's just a penalty that you cannot have. It's 4th down. Your defense does a good job knocking the ball down, and then you give GRC 4 more downs to go.
Well, that's only going to be half the distance. It's not unsportsmanlike. It's a personal foul. So in high school, only half the distance. So it'll be 4th down, and goals will mark it up at the 3-yard line.
Okay. Still, that's just an unacceptable penalty right there. You can't have that, especially, again, when the defense did such a good job of getting the stop.
3 officials conferring. Jimmy Powell, again, the white hat. He might have some more to say.
And again, as I was saying earlier, the one-on-one coverage, and you see Carter just trusting his guys to make a play. That time the defense did win, but for the most part tonight, his guys have won those one-on-one matchups.
The receiver out to the top of your screen. Rolling his Music. Facing heavy pressure, and Carter Music still alive at the 25. He's going to heave it deep in the end zone, and a wonderful defensive stand by Huntington.
You really have to tip your hats off to this Huntington defense tonight, because this GRC offense has been moving the ball, and they've came up with 3 big stops here tonight. And as the GRC offense, you just have to feel for them. At some point, you got to get some points on the board, especially when your offense is playing so good. Just keep coming up short. Let's see if the defense can get a big stop here with the offense, the Huntington offense pressed up against their own end zone.
To 1st down and 10, Huntington from their 3-yard line.
Similar field position to GRC their last drive, starting inside their own 5-yard line.
I think it's rounding up to the 3, might be about the 2.5. GRC, the 4-man rush as Midriff back to throw, and he's going to sling it down the middle of the field looking for a target, and it's nearly picked off as it pinballed off of Kellen Reif and almost intercepted by Gunnar Martin as well.
Yeah, it looked like for a second there I thought Reif might have it, and then it looked like Martin was going to intercept it. But really good defense right there, staying locked in, staying back, because if the safety wasn't there to help, that could have easily been a touchdown. He had the corner beat, but luckily there was safety help. And again, I love to see these quarterbacks not afraid to let it go and take some deep shots here tonight. Still the first quarter, but I feel like we've seen so much action in this game so far.
Boy, we sure have. Had a 65-yard plus touchdown for GRC waved off on a penalty. And now Huntington staring at 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, it looked like they just wanted to play it safe right there, just go with the inside zone. I would assume they'd maybe do the same thing here, especially being so close to your own end zone. Just play it safe, try to punt the ball away and just let your defense make a stop.
Third down and 10 on the menu for Huntington, just north of 3 minutes. First quarter. And that ball is caught, going to be enough for a first down. Brought down by Jackson Seals. And Midkiff, a great pitch and catch.
Yeah, and a really good play right there. Seen the cornerback hanging off back kind of far, so just go with the out route right there, pick up the first down. And a really good pitch and catch right there.
Needed 10, got 11.
And I love the confidence that the Huntington coach has in his offense right there. You got to really trust your guy, especially a sophomore quarterback, to stick in the pocket on 3rd down and make that throw.
Here's the handoff. Mayshawn Okonkwo trying to steer outside, and he'll be brought down for next to no gain.
And the GRC defense doing a really good job of containing that run game. Again, this is a guy that rushed for over 1,000 yards last season, so a guy that you really need to key in on here tonight.
Graham Claycamp on the stop, had a sack last week, one of the Cardinals' most experienced defenders, a senior. So second down and 11 for Huntington.
And I think as long as this GRC defense can control that run game, I think they have a pretty good shot here.
Two receivers out to the top as Marick Midkiff back to throw. And that ball's nearly picked off as it's rifled right through heavy confines for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking for Rife again. Not really sure what he was seeing there because he was double covered on that play. Almost an interception again. Again, going to put them in another 3rd and long situation here.
Another opportunity for GRC's defense to get off the field here. As the clock resting at 1:57. Identical formation. Okonkwo to the left of the quarterback. Long pass down to the far sideline. Triple coverage. Batted down incomplete. Kellen Rife, the intended target. You had 3 Cardinals over there, including Gunnar Martin.
Yeah, and a couple of questionable throws here from Midkiff. And you got to remember, he is only a sophomore, but you want every drive to end with a kick, either a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. You can't make throws like that. You're not going to give your team a very good chance to win the game when you're throwing in double and triple coverage like that.
Jackson Seals, a name we're hearing a lot of tonight. He's got a reception now. This will be his 3rd Huntington punt. And Seals sends this one to the 45. It'll skip forward and snatched at the GRC 48-yard line. That's a punt of 38 yards. And the Cardinals, again, favorable starting field position.
Yeah, just about every drive except for that one drive where they started inside their own 5-yard line, they've had really good field position to start off. And again, at some point, they just have to capitalize.
Some great games tonight on Glycod. Stay tuned. We'll have the update at halftime. We'll also talk to our dear friend from the Winchester Sun. We'll get his analysis on the first half of this game. And the Cardinals trying to improve to 2-0 for the 2nd time in 3 seasons. They've outplayed Huntington thus far, but they've yet to score.
Yeah, and at some point it's going to crack. They're going to put some points up on the board.
Music trying to dial up something special and brought down inside the 15 for a GRC touchdown is Haddon Cecil.
And again, that's just that trust that Music has in his guy right there. That time you see the cover one again, but the defender was in perfect position. He just trusted his guy, put it up there, and Cecil went up and grabbed the ball. It's what you teach your guys, to pinpoint the ball at its highest point. And Cecil did a really good job of that. And again, Music just trusting his guy right there.
And can we say there are no flags?
Yeah, thank goodness, no flags. Yeah, I think this one's going to count right here. We knew they were due for one at some point.
Music, his 4th touchdown of the season. And Haddon Cecil, again, 2 receiving scores as well.
Yeah, just perfect spiral every time. Again, as a receiver, you can't ask for a better pass than that. And just to have your quarterback trust in you to, okay, I can go up and get that ball.
Wyatt Jackson, he'll use every bit of real estate as he'll squeeze that baby in. Cardinals on top by a touchdown. And we're back in 30 seconds after this pause on Glycod.
You don't have to look far to see the power of the Electrical Union Local 369. No matter the size, we have the right contractor to fill your needs. When it counts, you can count on the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 369. Contact the IBEW today.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Carter Music to Haddon Cecil. And the Cardinals on the board first. They lead 7-0.
And this GRC offense just so hard to stop because you run a cover one and you just throw it over the top, and then you run 2 high safeties and you just run the ball. So when you have so many weapons on offense, it just really makes it tough on a defense to key in and try to stop you. So really kind of a catch-22 again. You run the cover one, they throw it over the top, you run the 2 high safeties and just run down the middle.
So Huntington's offense back out on the field. They do have 1 first down in this game. The Cardinals needing to do what they needed to do by scoring on that last possession. Yeah. As Wyatt Jackson A high short kick. It's going to be retrieved inside the 10. That's Dante Newsome, and Newsome looking for some companions down that far sideline, and Newsome pedal to the metal, and he's ushered out across the 35-yard line.
Really good job by the Huntington special teams creating that wall there for Newsome to have some running room and set his offense up here close to midfield.
Mark it back at the 32 as Huntington's offense back out there, and again the Cardinals defense has controlled the line of scrimmage in this game.
Yeah, they have, and that's really where the game is won at the line of scrimmage. And again, as you said, they've been doing an excellent job here tonight.
Merrick Midkiff back to work for Huntington High. And there's a slant pass right in the stripes of Kellen Reif, and he'll twist and turn close to a first down. And they've got that slant pattern down pretty good.
Yeah, they do, and really good contested catch right there from Reif as well. The pass a little bit behind him, but still able to corral it in and pick up some good yardage. Actually able to pick up the first down there.
That's Reif's second grab tonight. He's been heavily involved from a target standpoint in this first quarter. So first down and 10, Huntington.
Yeah, and for a sophomore quarterback, you really need a guy outside like that that can catch the ball and build some trust for your quarterback.
There's Newsome, a flag trailing that play as he's upended at the 43. Jimmy Powell, the white hat.
Yeah, this Huntington run game, they just haven't been able to get anything going in the run game so far.
Now Jimmy's going to get to the bottom of it here. And it will be an infraction versus Huntington.
So the penalty will be against the Highlanders. Holding.
Just a hard penalty right there, putting you 10 yards behind the sticks can really make it hard on you.
First down and 20 from the 32-yard line. Under a minute now in this opening quarter. GRC by 7 on a Haddon Cecil touchdown reception. That's Mayshawn Okakwo. Great containment by that front. That was Scotty Mitchell. Holding serve over there, and it's loss of a couple more.
Yeah, just no running room at all. As soon as he's getting the ball, he's seeing 2 and 3 defenders in the backfield. And if you're able to stop the run game again, that just makes it really hard for the offense to get anything going.
Second down and 22. That may be the last play of the quarter as the Cardinals by 7. And Huntington appears to show a little urgency here, and that's going to take us to the second period. This message presented by Bugsy's. We're back at 60, GRC by 7. And you're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Bugsy's Entertainment Complex is now open in Lexington. Located in Hamburg, Bugsy's brings together a wide range of attractions all under one roof, including bowling and duck pin bowling, arcade games, axe throwing, mini golf, and immersive experiences like the Hurricane VR ride and Valo Arena. This huge space also features food, drinks, and areas designed for parties, events, and nights out with friends and family. Whether you're planning a group outing or just looking for something new, Bugsy's offers a fresh entertainment experience right here in Lexington.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Chris Labar, KJ Jones, and executive producer Steve Bird welcome you back to Winchester, GRC by 7. As this Huntington offense won first down in the opening quarter, still trying to get that running game going.
Yeah, just haven't been able to find any running lanes here so far tonight, and that just shows the coaching there on the defense. They've been super locked in and keyed in, and they knew tonight they really had to lock in and stop that running game because, again, a 1,000-yard rusher back there can really hurt you.
Mayshawn Okakwo, as KJ mentioned, 1,000+ last year on the ground, yet to get going through one quarter this season for Huntington. There's a pass well long, nice shadow coverage on the near sideline, applied by Haddon Cecil, a pass intended for Mayshawn Okakwo out of the backfield.
Yeah, and I think for this Huntington team, if they want to get something going, they're going to need to start off with some shorter routes, some hitches, some drags, some slants, because the deep ball is just not working here so far tonight. And you have a sophomore quarterback, so you do want him to keep his confidence. You don't want him to get rushed and overwhelmed back there.
Third down and quite lengthy.
And not too many plays in the playbook for a 3rd and 35.
Back to pass. Midkiff rolling, and he's going to sling it to the 45, and a coverage breakdown and very close to a first down is Ethan Goodson twisting and turning, and they're going to mark him about a yard short, and a gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, and definitely some sort of busting coverage right there, because you can't have a guy sitting wide open like that, especially when you're in a 3rd and super long situation like that.
So 4th down and a long one as Goodson brings it in.
So just 1 yard shy.
And we're going to have a Huntington timeout. We'll take a look at that last replay right after this pause. A big 4th down and 1 coming up in just a moment.
You don't have to look far to see the power of the Electrical Union Local 369. No matter the size, we have the right contractor to fill your needs. When it counts, you can count on the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 369. Contact the IBEW today.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Big 4th down coming up after Goodson.
Yeah, and again, a busted coverage on that play right before that. Not really sure what happened there, but they're bringing up a 4th and short here, putting them in position to convert.
Going to the 3-man backfield, and that may be short of a first down as the ball handed off to Trevon Okonkwo. And GRC's defense says they held him.
Yeah, and I think they did. And again, just nothing going for this Huntington run game. And this GRC defense has been super locked in here tonight. And hats off to the defensive line, because they're not even able to get to that second line of defense.
It's going to be a first down, KJ, so we'll try to take one more look.
Yeah, that's a really questionable call right there. I did not think he got that one there. Yeah, that's a judgment call right there. I don't think he got that one.
I'm not sure many people do. Be first down and 10. That's the second first down of the game for Huntington, as they'll have the ball inside GRC territory at the Cardinals 48. That's a high snap in the belly of Okonkwo, and he's chased down from behind, a loss of about 3 yards.
And I think that this Huntington team has maybe had 1 or 2 positive run plays. Again, this defense is back there every time. And they're playing hungry tonight.
That's Scotty Mitchell. You'll hear his name a lot. Young man played outstanding last week. His second tackle for a loss in this game. And Huntington just thus far been unable to get that north-south attack going.
Yeah, and again, it's going to be a really long night here for them tonight if they are unable to get that running game going. Because again, they keep getting themselves behind the sticks and putting them in a 2nd and 14 situation here, and it's just hard to play like that, especially when you have such a young quarterback on the road.
Second down and 14. Trying to set up Dante Newsome down the chute, and Newsome, there's a flag trailing the play. There's a flag back near midfield as Newsome is tripped up across the 25.
Yeah, and I've seen the hold the whole way, because I think that play would have been blown up in the backfield if that wasn't a hold right there.
So that one will come back. A couple of untimely penalties for both teams, and this one will negate a gain of over 22 yards.
Yeah, I mean, a big play right there, but I don't think it would have made it there if it wasn't for that hold on the outside. And again, each drive it seems like this Huntington team is playing behind the sticks. Already at a 2nd and 14 out. They're going to be looking at a 2nd and 24. And it's just hard to play like that, such a harsh environment like this on the road.
It's John Garrett, the guilty party for Huntington. And it is second and very lengthy.
And if you're Coach Billy Seals, I don't think you can really be upset here. All the penalties your team's had. You're only down 7 on the road.
Second down and 25. Penalties not helping out the young quarterback as Midkiff evading pressure, and he'll fling it and knock down. Dante Newsom was open in near spaces, but it's batted down by Haddon Cecil.
Yeah, and really good pressure right there from the defense again. Almost had the sack right there, and did a good job by Cecil knocking it down.
So third down and 25.
Haddon Cecil's having him a game here tonight.
And long yardage for the Highlanders.
Three receivers to the near side. As Midkiff dancing around in the pocket. Now he's at the 45, and he'll skate across midfield, nearly back to the original line of scrimmage, and the official thought briefly about throwing a flag, but he opted not to.
And Midkiff there doing a good job of play breaking down and just using his legs to pick something up. Maybe not quite as fast as Music, but still able to get out of the pocket and pick up something.
That's a big 10 yards, though. Makes a difference in terms of punting. Now they're going to punt inside GRC territory. Is the official, you can see him right there. He's ducking in. He did not throw that flag, so now it's fourth down and about 15. And a rifled punt by Seals. As GRC back at the 15-yard line, they'll bring it in. And Cecil will scoot out across the 25 to the 27 for the Cardinals. So first down and 10. Carter Music back to work for the GRC offense.
27-yard line. So first and 10 on the 27.
Two receivers each side.
57 remaining in the second quarter.
Good pace to this game. There's Trey Martin. He'll cover up the ball and pound around the near side. He'll pinball for a couple just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, some big hits right there. Looked like C.J. Quinn, the first one to get there. Looks like he was maybe shaken up on the play, though.
And Quinn will be down momentarily as we take a look at the strong run by Martin. He's well over 200 pounds. He dishes out punishment.
Yeah, again, took two big hits right there and still kept moving. Kind of reminded me of Cam Scattaboo right there on that play.
Timeout on the field. More coverage coming up. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football live from Glycod.
Anthony is using Community Trust Bank's mobile banking with Zelle to pay to have the leaves raked. His part of the big lunch meeting and the birthday gift for the niece that was due today. That means Anthony made it on time for the big game to see the home team score the winning touchdown. Mobile banking with Zelle at Community Trust Bank. Fast, easy, and secure.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Still an injured Huntington student athlete out on the field as the Cardinals lead it 7-0. Take a look at the Huntington sideline. Over 100 miles to Winchester, and a challenging start to their season as coach. He wants to challenge his players throughout the course of the year.
Yeah, and it's only going to build resilience throughout the season. I mean, this is, again, a tough road game starting out. Sophomore quarterback. This is your first game of the season, whereas GRC's already played a game, so they have a little bit more momentum coming into the game. But can't really be too mad about how your teams play here tonight, especially when you're playing such a good team on the road.
That's C.J. Quinn. It is up. Good to see under his own power as he'll walk off the field. So second down and 8 for GRC. Great treat to be here tonight in Winchester, of course, home of the defending boys and girls state championship teams, and they feel like this football program is trending in the right direction. And talking with Coach Dameron earlier this week, 36 players dressed in their final postseason game last year. As of tonight, 86 will be available, and that says a lot about the optimism surrounding football here.
Yeah, for sure, and only positive momentum coming from here. When you have a coach that can really turn the program around like that, it's only positive things coming. And as you see here, they look really good here tonight, had a really big win last week on the road. So I think that this GRC team has a lot to look forward to this season.
Second down and 8. There's Music dancing a bit, and he'll take it just shy of the 35. Did you like that Music dancing?
Yeah, that was nice, yeah, for sure.
Be third down and about 4 coming up. This is a big defensive opportunity for Huntington.
Yeah. And I've only seen about a quarter and a half of this Music guy, but he's putting on a show here. And he's going to have a really big season, and I think he can carry this team far into the playoffs this year.
Well, and that offensive line is giving him opportunities to throw the ball as well.
Yeah, and I think the offensive line play, or the line play on both sides of the ball, this really shows the coaching from Coach Dameron.
Music going to heave it all the way down. It's a jump ball, and Dante Newsom will deflect it away for an incomplete pass.
Again, just not afraid to throw it up and give his guys a chance. Again, it doesn't matter if they're covered or not. He's going to trust his guy. He's going to put it out there for him and let them try to make a play.
So Huntington forcing GRC to punt. Wyatt Jackson will be sent out for the Cardinals. Huntington will get the football to start the second half, so a chance to string a couple of drives together if they can monopolize the time here. Got 2 Highlanders back to return the punt. Jackson, a wobbling punt that's going to trickle right to Kellen Reif, and Reif with space across the 35. Down across the 50, and Kellen Reif all the way down inside for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a play you can't give up right there. I mean, you had some guys down there close to the ball. Really good wall set up right there by Huntington, but if you're GRC, that's just something you can't give up right there. You had guys in position to make the tackle. Again, when the defense is playing so good and then you give up a play like that.
Had a couple of key blocks. And then Reif just accelerating down that far sideline. And the Highlanders an extra point away from tying this game. Huck Captain, he was perfect, 15 of 15 on extra points last year. This will be his first opportunity in the new campaign. And Captain steers it through. We're tied at 7. We're back in 30 seconds. GRC will have the football after this break on Glycod.
Anthony is using Community Trust Bank's mobile banking with Zelle to pay to have the leaves raked. His part of the big lunch meeting and the birthday gift for the niece that was due today. That means Anthony made it on time for the big game to see the home team score the winning touchdown. Mobile banking with Zelle at Community Trust Bank. Fast, easy, and secure.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Tied at 7. Huntington on a 65-yard punt return touchdown from Kellen Reif.
Yeah, GRC just has to clean up the mistakes because GRC has definitely dominated this first half, although it is a tied ball game right now.
Been a lot of action in this first half. Been a great game so far.
It really has. And if you're a football fan, I think you've loved this game here so far tonight.
Lex Cath leading Dunbar 28-0 on Glycod. Lex Cath trying to improve to 2-0. And we'll be here for GRC next week. A big one as they host Montgomery County. Captain, a high center kick brought down at the 15-yard line. And skating across the 25, twisting across the 30, Atheus Morris.
Yeah, some decent field position starting here again for this GCR offense, this GRC offense.
I'll tell you, for a season opener, Huntington has to feel pretty good about their chances so far.
Yeah, for sure, especially being on the road like this. Again, you haven't played the best ball, but, I mean, you're in a tied ball game. So they're right there in it.
Penalties, turnovers have been very significant for both teams. We're deadlocked at 7, just over 7 minutes in the half. Music trying to rifle it through coverage, and a great pass as he'll threaten the needle, and it's brought down by Gunnar Martin across the 40 to the 38-yard line.
That was a tight window he fit that in there. Again, his precision passing is just so on point. Again, if that was maybe a second later or maybe an inch off, that could have been intercepted easily, and he fit that right there in that tight window.
That's going to be a gain well above 25 yards. It's first down and 10, GRC from the Huntington 40. Landon Belcher, he has a fumble tonight. He's going to get the carry here, and he'll blast just shy of the 30s. We take one more look at that great pass from Music.
Yeah, that was almost a college or NFL corner throw right there. And as you just see on the last play, the defense is so worried about the deep ball that they're starting to play off, and it's making it hard to stop the run game there.
Landon Belcher barreling for 7. He's second down and short, just over 6 minutes in this first half. Music on a slant, just a little bit ahead of a darting Haddon Cecil.
Yeah, and I think the pressure right there kind of affected him. As you've seen, he got knocked to the ground.
Third down and 3.
It's one of the rare times you'll see Music miss on a throw. And yeah, I think if Cecil would have caught that one, he would have maybe scored a touchdown or definitely would have had a big gain right there.
And you just get the sense the way Coach Dameron calls plays. This is unquestionably 4-down territory here.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely has full trust in his offense.
It's a remarkably improved team from when we saw them last year, middle part of the year. They look much different than they did last fall. And a closing deflection, Dante Newsome able to break up that pass, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, and I think that's our star corner right there. That was a really risky throw right there because if it was maybe a second later, that could have been 6 the other way.
Cardinals offense staying on the field as Newsome just out of that break a bit early there to deflect that off of Morris. And Music, far sideline, it's brought down, and Haddon Cecil again. Tight ropes the near sideline up to the 18-yard line, a pickup of 15 yards, and a big 4th down conversion.
Yeah, and it's just pitch and catch between those two. Again, you can tell they put in a lot of work because the timing is right on point.
Inside the Huntington red zone at the 19-yard line. Another quick pace pass as it's slung back in the near direction to Cecil again, this one for just a few.
Yeah, just rocking the defense to sleep there. Looks like maybe GRC has a lineman maybe injured, kind of limping there. Looks like number 77, Max Colton. Let's hope that he's okay.
And he's the most experienced lineman, at least in terms of playing experience. Only a junior, the center. Gain of 5 on that dart. From the 14-yard line as the Cardinals trying to answer a Huntington punt return touchdown.
And we see man-to-man coverage all across the defense.
And Music has the seam open, and he'll dart inside the 10 to the 5, lunging shy of the goal line. And it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Yeah, and another good run right there. And that's the thing. When you're in man-to-man coverage, the defense's back is turned to the quarterback, so it gives him more room to run the ball right there. You see Music doing a good job taking advantage of that right there.
So it will be 1st and goal at the 2-yard line for GRC.
Cardinals trying to pound this in. And a Cardinals touchdown as they'll pound it right up the middle.
Yeah, when this GRC offense puts their mind to it, they can drive the ball down the field so easily. Again, they've done it time and again tonight here. Only been able to capitalize on 2 drives so far here. And that time a 65-yard drive. And for Coach Dameron to be with a whole new group of guys, the execution here tonight just looks amazing.
Look like Landon Belcher in for 6. And the Cardinals back on top by 6. Gunnar Martin will hold, and Wyatt Jackson's kick is through. GRC leading Huntington 14-7, and you're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
You don't have to look far to see the power of the Electrical Union Local 369. No matter the size, we have the right contractor to fill your needs. When it counts, you can count on the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 369. Contact the IBEW today.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
14-7 Cardinals, as we welcome you back tonight live on Glycod, thanks to our great partners here on our free-to-watch platform, including Community Trust Bank and Woody Sports Bar and Grill. So Huntington took the momentum after their punt return for a touchdown, and then GRC immediately responded with some momentum of their own.
Yeah, and this Huntington offense, they're going to have to put together something on offense. Can't just rely on the special teams to put points on the board. As you see, they go with the squib kick there, as you just seen that punt return. Just want to keep it away from Rife.
So Huntington will drop anchor at the 36-yard line. They do have 2 timeouts remaining, and again, they will have possession of the football to start the second half. We'll see what they elect to do here, as they, at least from their standpoint, want to string a few first downs together to keep this GRC offense off the field.
Yeah, for sure. You just want to control the game again, pick up some first downs, leave that GRC offense on the sideline, because that's a very high-powered offense. So, and you want to keep them cold.
Merrick Midkiff retrieves the high shotgun snap, and there's a nice handoff inside, darting to the near side. It's Mayshawn Okonkwo, and he's going to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and that's one of the few big runs that we've seen Huntington have here tonight. And that's the Thunder and Lightning duo right there, and I think he's the lightning of the two brothers.
11-yard gain for the Highlanders. We would like to thank Manchester Fireworks for donating the artillery to Principal Arts.
So you've heard of the 2-minute drill. This is, I think, the 5-minute offense for Huntington. They want to possess the football last in this half. From their 46-yard line, they're looking at first down and 10. And Midkiff on an out pass right to his high-scoring receiver, Dante Newsom, and he's going to pick up close to another first down.
Yeah, we're starting to see them get some momentum on offense here and getting some 2 good gains right there to start the drive off.
Again, the Highlanders graduated their great quarterback last season, Tavion Wilson. He's now at Clemson. So they're bringing in last year's freshman, now a sophomore. He's got keys to the offense, and he's got a couple of nice tools to play with as well.
Yeah, he does. And to be a sophomore, I feel like he's been really composed back there tonight. I've seen him make a few poor throws, but luckily they didn't turn into a turnover. But other than that, I feel like he's, again, been very poised back there, especially being on the road.
Mayshawn Okonkwo, he'll run between the tackles, pick up 5 more. So you see this running game starting to wear down the GRC front as the Cardinals will sub out a couple. Under 4 minutes, second quarter. And Midkiff finds Okonkwo, and Okonkwo, nice tackle in open spaces, 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, it looked like it was number 20, Dimitri Gaulden, on the tackle.
And that would have prevented a first down, it appears. And not in any hurry are the Highlanders here. Just over 3 minutes left. Again, 2 timeouts remaining. And they've got it third down and 2.
Yeah, with the way that Music can throw the ball, you definitely don't want to give them any time. I'd say if you don't put any points on the board, you want to at least get it under a minute.
Kellen Reif in motion. He's got the lone touchdown on a punt return. Low snap. Okonkwo darting through heavy congestion. First down up at the 30. A blast of 6.
Yeah, really putting together a good drive here for Huntington.
Now, Billy Seals has to be very happy with his team's response in this quarter. They were outgained significantly in the first period. Not been the case here this quarter.
Yeah, and this has been one of the few drives that they've been able to put together some good first downs and carry the momentum down.
First down and 10. Midkiff in the gun. Okonkwo again. He's been the workhorse in this drive, and he'll take it for about 3 up to the 27. And a whistle. We have an injured Highlander. Looks like Antonio Pascal, the tight end. We'll take a quick timeout. 2 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in the first half. And you're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Anthony is using Community Trust Bank's mobile banking with Zelle to pay to have the leaves raked. His part of the big lunch meeting and the birthday gift for the niece that was due today. That means Anthony made it on time for the big game to see the home team score the winning touchdown. Mobile banking with Zelle at Community Trust Bank. Fast, easy, and secure.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Second down and 6 for Huntington. Pascal off the field under his own power. As the clock now runs north of 2 minutes. Out in the flat, and it's incomplete. Deflected off of Kellen Reif. And now you've got third down and a dozen.
And I think Reif just had maybe too much on his mind right there. Is maybe thinking about the touchdown before he caught the ball. The rare drops you'll see from him.
Or perhaps thinking about the heavy pressure he was going to face from the DBs closing in.
For sure.
Three receivers out, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom as Midkiff slings it to the near side, and a wonderful pass and a first down. It's brought down by Newsom at the 20, a gain of 7, and the quarterback threw that from the far hash mark.
Yeah, an amazing pass and an even better catch right over the defender right there.
We've seen some great throws tonight from both quarterbacks. This may be Merrick's best this evening.
Yeah, that was a nice one there.
That's going to move the chains again. That's the third first down on this drive for the Highlanders as they're perched at the GRC red zone, right at the 20. Back to throw. Midkiff, and he's going to sling it out for an incomplete pass, facing pressure right up the gut from Morris.
Yeah, and I think that could have been easily intentional grounding because I don't think he had a receiver in the area. I think that's what the GRC sideline was looking for as well.
Got to be outside the tackle box. Let's take another glance.
That was close. That was right on the edge there.
Yeah, we've seen a couple that could have gone either way tonight. Be second down and 10. Clock resting at 1:37. Okonkwo dialing up a run inside and another strong run. He'll pick up 8.
Yeah, and I think maybe just to switch up of personnel, getting the other Okonkwo brother in there because he's been able to find some gaps in that defense and pick up some good runs here on this drive. And picking up a gain of 7 right there on first down, or on second down, bringing it to a 3rd and 3.
And again, Huntington 2 timeouts. Still plenty of time as they want to possess the ball very deep in this half. They're going to get it to start the third quarter as well. So third down and short from outside the 10. Okonkwo delayed handoff. First down as he'll dart and cross the 5, driving down to the 2, and it's first down and goal.
Yeah, again, just able to find those holes and cracks in the defense that just have not been there until this drive here. And if you're Coach Seals, you're really proud of your team. Put together an excellent drive here. You've ran the clock down. You're putting your team in position to score, and you get the ball back at the half. So you could potentially even score here, take the lead in the second half.
A Huntington timeout. That will leave them with one, but first down and goal coming up.
And up until this point, that GRC defense really outplayed the Huntington offense this whole game. But Huntington able to find some traction here.
Go back to those early miscues. The GRC Cardinals scoring on the first drive of the game, but brought back due to a penalty.
And then you had the fumble on the drive after that. So, yeah, those mistakes coming back to haunt them here. Because, again, they've outplayed Huntington this whole game, and Huntington on the verge of tying this game up. And, again, if they do, potentially taking the lead in the second half.
Highlanders' lone score coming on a Kellen Rife 65-yard punt return score. First down and goal. Strong drive. That's Trayvon Okonkwo, and he coughed it up inside the 5, and GRC scoops it up.
Yeah, and that was strip drill right there. That was straight coaching. You see how he's pulling at the ball right there and able to knock it out and come up with a really big turnover. That's a game-changing play right there.
Haddon Cecil will be credited with the recovery as Okonkwo continuing to fight for yardage, and that ball squirted all the way out past the hash mark.
Yeah, and again, came back to haunt him right there, trying to pick up the extra yardage and not securing the ball. And again, this GRC defense really good at creating turnovers. Again, had 3 last week, a big turnover right there.
What a critical miscue for the Highlanders, and now GRC, they're going to call timeout, and from where they are on the field, it's all about ball security.
Yeah, it is. That right there, you have to hold on to the ball. Again, that's going to change the whole projection of this game. You're on the verge of tying the game up, and then again potentially taking the lead in the second half, where it's like now it's completely changed.
You see Okonkwo, he was hit there, still driving, and Cecil, the beneficiary, in a back-breaking fumble for Huntington.
Yeah, and again, when you're fighting for extra yardage, sometimes it's better just to go down, and if you are going to stay up, you have to really protect that ball, because that's what the coaches teach. If a guy's standing up like that, punch at that ball. That's exactly what happened right there. And again, a super big turnover right there.
So if you're GRC, you blast it inside for a couple carries and head to the locker room?
Yeah, play it safe. No need to try to take a big shot or do anything crazy. Just going to halftime with the lead here. Again, you've outplayed Huntington pretty much this whole game, had a few mistakes, but go back into halftime, regroup. With Music's armed, I wouldn't be surprised they did try to take a shot at some point here.
Music under center and around the near edge, up to about the 7.
Looks like if he would have stayed outside, maybe could have picked up a few extra yards, but really good tackle right there from Elias King.
Landon Belcher got the carry there, so one more of those should take us to the house.
And if you're either coach here, I don't think you can really be disappointed with the result of this. Again, for Huntington, I mean, you've been outplayed. You're only down 7, though, on the road. I think that's really good. And, I mean, for GRC, you've had some costly mistakes and turnovers, but still have this lead going into halftime. Yeah, I think they'll just play it safe. And, yeah.
This is shaping up to be a great second half.
Yeah, it really is.
So Music takes a knee. And at halftime, the Cardinals on top of Huntington, 14-7. More coverage from Winchester coming up. We'll have a look at the score ticker and also catch up with Winchester Sun columnist Matt Cisick. More coverage from GRC in just a moment. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be $1 million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
You'll still have common days. But this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
This is the velvety green turf of your lawn, where you don't just earn your stripes, you mow them. Victory is not without obstacles: tall grass, dreaded fence line, trees to get under and around. Once we called this no man's land. Today we call it conquered. With cold, hard steel and an iron will. Go ahead, take a victory lap, 'cause it's mow day.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Find out how you can earn while you learn at IBEWLocal369.com. Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Live at George Rogers Clark High School. A great game in Week 2. Cardinals on top of Huntington 14-7. I'm Chris LeBar alongside KJ Jones. What caught your eye in that first half, KJ?
The main thing that caught my eye, I've been saying it the whole game, is Carter Music. This is my first game watching them. Looks really amazing. Just the whole GRC offense together. Again, they just have so many pieces. They have a good run game, a good pass game. I think this is going to be a really good team here.
Huntington did string a couple of good things together for them. They were dormant in the first quarter, got the punt return score in the second quarter, and then a drive where they fumbled right at the goal line late in the game. What a huge miscue.
Yeah, and that's the miscues in this game have all been super big. Like, again, that first touchdown pass was called back because of a holding call. GRC was driving the ball. The next possession, a big fumble there. You see the big fumble right there for Huntington. That took points off the board. They were unable to tie the game up. So all the mistakes in this game have been super costly for both teams.
Hadden Cecil doing it on both ends. He's got the fumble recovery and that big 65-yard-plus receiver. This is 2 weeks in a row where he's done some great things on offense.
Yeah, really showing up here. Again, when you have a young quarterback, you need to have that safety net guy like that, and that's exactly what Cecil is here tonight. And again, all the stars are really showing up here tonight. Everyone that we keyed in on before the game has really showed up here.
Highlighting the score ticker at the bottom of your screen, presented by our great partners at Fast Signs. You can make your statement. Lexcath leading Dunbar at the half, 28-0. Sayre trying to go 2-0 after a big win last week at KCD. They lead Bishop Brossart 21-0. A little bit of a surprise. Bourbon County leading Woodford County in Versailles 13-7. And Scott County, I think, sitting on a really good year. They lead Great Crossing 28-0 at half. And for both of these teams, we talked about it earlier, kind of a fork in the road early because this is a pivotal game for both teams.
Yeah, it is. And again, just a real test for both teams. And you want games like this. Again, it's going to build resiliency for your team when you're playing competition like this, and then eventually put you in that position to where you're really tough and hard built when it comes to playoff time. So again, yeah, fork in the road, but really good for both teams here to start off with a game like this at the beginning of the season.
Huntington will have the football to start the second half on what is a perfect night here in Week 2 in Winchester. Stay close. We'll chat with Matt Cisick of the Winchester Sun. We'll get his pulse on all things GRC High School. We'll have that for you next live on Glycod.
At Central Equipment, we're a family, and that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure
our customers leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
And have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Vaping isn't a trend, it's an addiction. Ready to quit? Text START MY QUIT to 36072. No pressure. Get free, confidential help to quit vaping.
This message was furnished by the Bourbon County Health Department.
Anthony is using Community Trust Bank's mobile banking with Zelle to pay to have the leaves raked. His part of the big lunch meeting and the birthday gift for the niece that was due today. That means Anthony made it on time for the big game to see the home team score the winning touchdown. Mobile banking with Zelle at Community Trust Bank. Fast, easy, and secure.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
Hey, I'm Stacy Lyle, owner of Woody Sports Bar and Grill in Winchester, Kentucky. If you're looking for something to do during the week, please come join us for Tuesday trivia and Wednesday karaoke. And if you have a big party, call ahead and reserve our dining room.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust, and by Woody's Sports Bar and Grill, where game day cravings meet flavor you can't resist.
Back live in Winchester, GRC trying to go to 2-0 on the season. They lead Huntington at the half, 14-7. Let's bring in Winchester Sun sports columnist Matt Cisick. What do you think of the home opener?
Well, the atmosphere is great, first of all. As the editor of the Sun and their sports writer, I do a lot. The summer is great, but there's nothing as special as getting back to Friday Night Lights. The environment's wonderful. Obviously, we just celebrated the girls' state championship winning team here at halftime. With the game, it's really exciting. That first quarter, it looked kind of like GRC was winning on everything except the scoreboard, but Huntington, to their credit, was able to get some stops. And then GRC, particularly with passing, which has really been impressive, I feel, so far, got things opened up a little bit. But Huntington's hanging in there. Great special teams play, and should be an exciting second half as well.
And talking with Dane Dameron earlier this week, I know you have talked with him more so than I have, but I'm just really impressed with the trajectory and the excitement that he's building with this program.
Yeah, he comes in, and first of all, what a great track record. I mean, Joe Cherico was a great coach. If you're going to need a replacement, though, I don't think you can get a better guy. And he really has, from summer camp and then just working with a lot of the youth here. He's really trying to instill a lot of encouragement and hope and strength with the football program so that hopefully they can follow suit in future years, much like the basketball teams here did.
Boy, that's a high bar.
It's been that way in Winchester for a while, but I'm sure the community wouldn't have it any other way.
But this team, this program, they've obviously won a state championship now. It's been many years ago, but I think there's excitement starving within this program that they feel like they can be at that next level as well.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Damron when we were doing our fall sports edition, and he said, that's one of the things that, he wants to continue to build is this, success. And everybody knows, GRC with their conference. I mean, there's some tough games on that schedule, but, he really wants to bring that back here.
What do you look for in terms of, let's talk other fall sports. Let's give everybody some opportunities. What else has stood out through the first couple of weeks of the school year?
Well, their volleyball team was really good last year, and so I think there's a lot of hope this year. Unfortunately, they did lose one of their top players in the preseason, but I know they're enthusiastic about trying to get that tradition continued. They have two new soccer coaches, Mark Miller and Rennie Ross. Soccer won their first two games of the season back-to-back, which were good. Girls beat Estill County, which is nice. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what those coaches do with the program as well. So it's kind of a take your pick on new head coaches here in the fall for GRC sports.
Well, and then winter sports, that can't come soon enough. I just know so much excitement. How do you feel about the upcoming seasons?
Very encouraged, actually. Obviously, with any year, you're going to have to replace some good talent. On the boys' side, Malachi Ashford and Mari Bartleson graduate, and on the girls' side, T. Yeast, MVP, as was Ashford, graduates. But they got a lot of good talent coming back, and I think there's a lot of excitement there with, in particular, Strode Stamper on the girls' team, and Montez Gay and Ryder Akins on the boys' team. And, of course, they bring in Andrew Terry from Montgomery County. And also, outside of basketball, wrestling should be exciting, I think. And, swim is always competitive, so a lot to look forward to.
What do you look for in this second half tonight?
Well, last season, GRC, the second half was really where they kind of broke out. So it'll be interesting. I think Huntington was really hoping to obviously take that ball into the end zone so they could, come out with a chance to take a lead and take the momentum into the halftime locker room. So I look to see GRC kind of try to do what they did last year, which was sort of establish their run game and possibly really try to get it, try to take time off the clock so they can win the game in that regard. But Huntington, no doubt, knows what's coming. So we'll see.
Appreciate the time. Let's make this a regular occurrence this year.
Absolutely. Would love it. Thank you.
Matt Cizek, the Winchester Sun, will step aside. Second half next. Enjoy. Great performance by the band. And we'll be slow to break on purpose so you can enjoy it. Thanks for watching Glycod tonight.
With Fast Signs, create striking custom visuals that inspire pride district-wide. Fast Signs, make your statement.
This is the velvety green turf of your lawn, where you don't just earn your stripes, you mow them. Victory is not without obstacles, tall grass, dreaded fence line, trees to get under and around. Once we called this no man's land. Today we call it conquered, with cold hard steel and an iron will. Go ahead, take a victory lap, 'cause it's mow day.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products. Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You don't have to look far to see the power of the Electrical Union Local 369. No matter the size, we have the right contractor to fill your needs. When it counts, you can count on the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 369. Contact the IBEW today.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
A 7-point game at the half. GRC leading Huntington 14-7. We'll step aside. The second half coming up next after this pause on Glycod.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path, because when you talk, they hear you.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Anthony is using Community Trust Bank's mobile banking with Zelle to pay to have the leaves raked. His part of the big lunch meeting and the birthday gift for the niece that was due today. That means Anthony made it on time for the big game to see the home team score the winning touchdown. Mobile banking with Zelle at Community Trust Bank. Fast, easy, and secure.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
Hey, I'm Stacy Lyle, owner of Woody Sports Bar and Grill in Winchester, Kentucky. If you're looking for something to do during the week, please come join us for Tuesday trivia and Wednesday karaoke. And if you have a big party, call ahead and reserve our dining room.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust, and by Woody's Sports Bar and Grill, where game day cravings meet flavor you can't resist.
Huntington football to start this second half as George Rogers Clark leading 14-7. We'll take one more quick timeout and have the second half coming up just after this break. Live from Winchester, you're watching Glycod.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
14-7 Cardinals. KJ, what do you look for here on this first drive?
So right now, I'm I'm just looking to see how this Huntington team comes back out. I'm looking to see how Coach Seals got his team back together because, again, you did have a big turnover there at the end of the first half. So, again, starting out this half, it's put that behind you, on to the next play, because you can't have the mindset of, oh, we turned the ball over, this and that. You need to come out. It's a whole new ball game here in the second half. You're down 7. We didn't play our best ball, so let's just come out, let's get some points on the board and make this a whole new ball game here. And like I said, I just want to see how Coach Seals has gotten his team's mental right back, because, again, that can kind of derail some teams, but you have to have that next play mentality. So I expect Coach Seals to have his team together here in the second half.
Huntington football to start. They did have some positive things occurring late in the first half, although that fumble debilitating. They put more time back on the clock, so we will take one more break. Be back for you live. Football coming up in just a moment on Glycod.
Vaping isn't a trend, it's an addiction. Ready to quit? Text START MY QUIT to 36072. No pressure. Get free, confidential help to quit vaping.
This message was furnished by the Bourbon County Health Department.
Anthony is using Community Trust Bank's mobile banking with Zelle to pay to have the leaves raked, his part of the big lunch meeting, and the birthday gift for the niece that was due today. That means Anthony made it on time for the big game to see the home team score the winning touchdown. Mobile banking with Zelle at Community Trust Bank. Fast, easy, and secure.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Huntington football to start this second half. Both teams doing some positive things in the first half, and we'll see what's in store from an adjustment standpoint. What do you look for first for GRC? What do they want to do differently in this second half?
I mean, to be completely honest, I don't really see them need to make too many adjustments. I mean, just correcting some of the turnovers, the penalties. But, I mean, throughout the whole first half, they played really good on defense. Only that last drive started giving up some big runs. And, I mean, they played really good on offense. Everything was clicking. Again, some drives ended with a penalty or a turnover. But other than that, this GRC team played really good there in the first half. So I think it's maybe cleaning up, making a few tweaks, cleaning up the mistakes here in the second half. And I think that they have some really good coaches there on the GRC side. Coach Dameron's a really good coach. I think he's going to have his guys well prepared for this second half. So not worried about them at all here. Again, it all starts with try to get a big stop here to start the half off. Get the ball back to your offense and try to extend this lead a little more. Because, again, they dominated the whole first half.
And that's going to be squibbed out of bounds. So great starting field position for the Highlanders.
And, again, that's just the little mistakes right there, just something you don't want to do, giving this team some good starting field position here to start off the second half. See if the defense can get a stop here, though. I know Coach White will have his guys prepared here.
Yeah, DJ White, defensive coordinator for the Cardinals. His team doing some very good things. Trip Cecil with a couple of big plays defensively in that first half.
And again, just that fumble at the end, that was coaching. That's what you're taught in practice, is to rip out that ball. So, again, good job right there. Again, they had 3 turnovers last week, 1 this week, 4 turnovers in 2 weeks. I think that's a really good start for the defense on the year. And could have even been more turnovers. A couple errant passes there in the first half from Midkiff that could have potentially been intercepted.
Oh, Conquo blasting forward again, and he's really starting to get in a rhythm. That's Mayshawn Okonkwo, had 40-plus yards on the ground in the first half.
Yeah, and I think they're going to stick with him because Trayvon may be the one that had the 1,000-yard season, but you see Mayshawn here, he's been able to add an extra spark to the offense, and defense hasn't really had an answer for him.
Gain of about 8. It'll be shy of the 45-yard line. Yes, Huntington right to left, their season opener, a group that won 9 games last year. And Okonkwo this time tripped up from behind. He's going to lose a couple back near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, back looking like it was the first half. Yeah, real good job getting back there. Again, number 34 getting back there, Scotty Mitchell, tackling for a loss. Bringing up a third and manageable here. This is a big third down here for both teams.
Mark it at the 41. They're down and 4.
And I apologize. Actually, Mayshawn is the 1,000-yard rusher from last season. And again, really doing some big things here. See how versatile he is out right there, catching a little route out of the backfield, able to pick up that first down there.
Okonkwo leaking out of the backfield, and great timing on that throw from Midkiff.
Yeah, and he's really been the only thing that's really been working so far for the offense. Again, you've seen some big runs there at the end of the first half. Him and Rife have been some stars on the offense here tonight.
And the GRC secondary has done a great job on standout receiver Dante Newsom, over 1,000 receiving yards last season. He's yet to get going tonight. Hard run inside, prodding for a few across the 50.
And another run right there by Okonkwo.
I think both teams' offensive lines have played very well to be this early in the season.
Yeah, they really have, because football is the ultimate execution, and it's not easy to have execution this early in the season, especially for Huntington, this being their first game of the season.
That's going to make our dear friend Nathan McPeak happy, the offensive line guru, head coach at Douglas. He's got commonalities with both these teams. He'll play the Cardinals later this year, and, of course, a Marshall grad, very infamous in Huntington. And a pitch and catch, and the Highlanders on the move on a first down.
Yeah, and if you truly know football, the skill positions, they're what sell the tickets, the big plays, but football is truly won in the trenches between the offensive line and the defensive line. Because if you can't protect your quarterback or block for your running back, it makes it really hard to move the football.
And how about Billy Seals going hurry up?
Yeah, and catching the GRC defense off guard right there, and too many men actually had to waste a timeout there to keep from getting a penalty.
Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. Huntington on the march. First drive of the second half. We'll step aside now. This from Suntime Pools and Spas on Glycod.
Suntime Pools. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Suntime Pools.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
First down and 10. We'd like to thank all of you that have helped make Glycod one of the area's top free-to-watch high school athletics platforms. Number one in Kentucky and Indiana on YouTube, and we can continue the momentum. Please like and subscribe as Glycod changes the way you watch high school athletics through positive and professional promotions.
And it seems like ever since that punt return by Kellen Rife, it's also sparked up the offense, because these two drives since then, they've been able to put together some good methodical drives, picking up good first downs, keeping the ball moving, and again, keeping that GRC offense on the sideline.
First down and 10, Midkiff under heavy congestion. That ball is somehow caught for a first down across the 25-yard line.
And guess who it is? Kellen Rife again. It looks like that play was blown up at first. It looked like they were looking for a screenplay, and good job right there by Midkiff keeping the play going and just giving his guy a chance even though he was covered. And good job by Rife with some strong hands right there bringing the ball in.
Now for the first game of the year, both of these teams doing some very good things. That was great coverage out there as well.
Yeah, it was. The defender was draped all over him. Again, strong hands right there to hold on to that pass, pick up the first down.
From the 23, that's a low snap. And Midkiff in the end zone at the peak of his leap. Touchdown, Huntington.
And again, Kellen Rife, that's a hard guy to stop right there. And good defense on that play again, and able to go up over the defender and bring that one down.
And how about Midkiff keeping that play alive? That was not a good snap. And Rife brings it down, his second touchdown of the evening. And we're a Huck captain extra point away from tying this game. And Captain guides it through. We're tied at 14. Stay close. Going to be a great one tonight on Glycod. Now this from Woody's.
Hey, I'm Stacy Lyle, owner of Woody Sports Bar and Grill in Winchester, Kentucky. If you're looking for something to do during the week, please come join us for Tuesday trivia and Wednesday karaoke. And if you have a big party, call ahead and reserve our dining room.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Kellen Reif, his second score, the first one on a punt return. This, the traditional reception. And Midkiff, the presence of mind to dig out that low snap.
Yeah, and again, just the poise he has. You would not think he's a sophomore. Again, coming in here on the road, again, your team gets down early, everything's not going your way, and he's kept his composure and able to bring his team back to tie the game up.
We'll see what GRC does with their first possession of the second half, and it's been a while since they've possessed the ball, as Huntington had the ball very late in the second quarter as well.
Yeah, and they need to come out and put together a good drive like that, how they just put together, just pick up some first downs. Don't get too overwhelmed. Just stay calm and, like I said, just try to put some points on the board and put together a good methodical drive. Keep that Huntington offense on the sideline because it seems like they're starting to pick up some momentum on that side of the ball.
And Captain going to guide this one well short, brought down at the 25 for GRC, and now dancing across the 30, and that ball may have popped out, and it does, and the Highlanders scoop up the fumble.
And just costly mistakes. That's just something you can't have happen right there. Again, to start off the second half and right after Huntington just scored, I think Coach Dameron just needs to calm his guys down.
Very difficult to tell from up here. It appears John Garrett might have gotten a hand in there as he closed in for the tackle. And how the pendulum has swung.
And that turnover at the end of the half seems even more important now because they didn't have that easily. Huntington would be up right now, and again, on their way to being up 2 touchdowns.
First down and 10. Another high snap. Okonkwo around the bend. He'll pick up a couple. We're having some snapping issues. The prior snap was in the dirt. This one, Midkiff had to parade high to get it. Gain of about 2, second down and 8. DJ White's defense, KJ, facing a little adversity here.
Sure, and this is when you become battle tested. Are you going to lay down or are you going to get up?
Okonkwo again, barreling inside. And now it's going to be third down. Looks like third down and about 5.
Yeah, and if you're GRC, you have to have a stop right here.
27-yard line.
Looks like bringing it to about a third and 5 in here. Third and 5 here.
And 5 yards to go. So 35 on the 27 for Huntington High.
7:48 remaining. GRC has led throughout, and Huntington trying to take their first lead off this drive as Midkiff rolls right. He's going to dump it, and Okonkwo reels it in. First down across the 20 to the 18, a pickup of 9 and a big third down conversion.
Yeah, and that was just a good play call right there. Just see Okonkwo going into the flat right there, and good job by Midkiff putting it on him. And I think what Huntington has switched up is they're not taking as many deep shots here. They're just keeping it simple, sticking with the run game, sticking with just short little dump-off passes.
First down and 10. Huntington inside the Cardinals' red zone, dropping anchor at the 16. Okonkwo around the right side, and a great tackle in open spaces. There's a flag as well.
Yeah, perfect open field tackle right there. I would assume it may be a holding call from where the penalty was thrown at.
So that will come back.
Take him back inside the 20, all the way back now to the 25. Untimely penalties and miscues. Huntington also has a fumble inside the GRC 5-yard line. That closed the first half. And it's first down at about 15. Okonkwo trying to break a tackle, does. He'll dance out of congestion and spin down to the 19. He'll pick up 6 yards.
Yeah, and it's seeming like the GRC defense is just getting fatigued as you're starting to see those missed tackles right there. Look like about 3 missed tackles before he was finally brought down. And just those running lanes that just weren't there before that punt return. Now again, since that punt return, it seems like it's just a lot more open running room for Okonkwo to navigate out there.
Second down and 9 from the 20-yard line. Empty set, Midkiff across the middle, and it's pinballed for an incomplete pass. That got on John Garrett awfully quick, and it will be third down and long.
Yeah, almost an interception right there. And as a quarterback, that's your worst nightmare, seeing the ball tipped in the air like that. So luckily that one wasn't intercepted. And for Midkiff tonight, he's had a few passes that could have been intercepted. Luckily, he hasn't thrown any, though. And a 3rd and 12 here. And this GRC defense has to get off the field and get that momentum back to their guys.
Interesting play call here as Huntington on 3rd down and long. Midkiff dumps it wide open across the middle, breaking a tackle for a couple of extra yards up to the 13-yard line. Ethan Goodson on the catch, but now it's 4th down and about 4.
And that was a perfect open field tackle, because if he misses that tackle right there, that's 6. So really good job right there, able to bring him down by his jersey.
Time out on the field.
An official's timeout. I didn't see. Was there a team timeout called?
Looks like maybe you have an injured player in the end zone.
We sure do. We have a Huntington. There you see it. And Huntington injured player in the end zone. So a timeout, and we will step aside. We're back in 30 seconds on Glycod.
Suntime Pools. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Suntime Pools.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Got an injured Huntington student-athlete in the end zone walking off under his own power. And a critical 4th down coming up.
And it looks like, I would assume it's maybe a cramp. Looked like he was walking under his own power, then maybe locked back up on him again. And it looks like it's Kellen Rife, so that's going to be a big hit for that Huntington defense there. Guys been all over the field here tonight. Yeah, when you start playing in these humid conditions like this, you got to make sure you stay hydrated, because you will cramp up.
Huck Captain on. This is going to be a 30-yard field goal, and Captain's kick is up, and it's through. And the Highlanders with their first lead of the game, they lead 17-14. Now this message from our great partners at Suntime Pools and Spas on Glycod.
Suntime Pools. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Suntime Pools.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Could be a loser.
So Huntington leading 17-14. And now for the first time, GRC trailing in this game.
And although GRC's they're losing at this point, still a win for the defense. I mean, you fumbled at the 30-yard line and gave the ball to Huntington in perfect field position. To only give up 3 points in that position is still a win for the defense.
Two back deep for GRC as Huntington prepares to kick off.
Cardinals will send back Gunnar Martin and Atheus Morris as captain. A very short kick. That's a live football and a great recovery for the Cardinals at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, really good job there just to land on the football, because almost close to being a recovery there for Huntington. If you're GRC, stay cool, calm and collected. Things aren't going your way, but again, this is when the resiliency comes out and you see what your team's really made of. Until you've been through some adversity, you don't know what your team really is.
Carter Music, he has played splendid in this game. He's in the shotgun, and Music will roll right and dump it for an incomplete pass. He tried to find Gunnar Martin coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, again, just put it a little bit too far out in front of him right there. I really like the play call right there. Again, just not able to connect.
2nd down and 10. Music and Haddon Cecil, they've had quite the connection in this game. Cecil with a touchdown reception, and this pass brought down at the far side by Gunnar Martin. And Martin, he'll take it up to the 34-yard line and pick up 4 yards.
Yeah, really good pursuit there from the defense, coming together to make that tackle. Looked like it was 16 Caden Davis and 33 Elias King. Elias King, another guy that's been all over the field tonight, making some big plays.
Big 3rd down for GRC, trying to regain some momentum in this game. Back to throw Music, and he's going to roll left. Across his body, it's caught. 1st down across the 50, down to the 40, 38-yard line as the Cardinals dial up a big completion on 3rd down.
And as the defense, you have to get some sort of pressure back there. You can't give the quarterback 5-6 seconds to throw the ball. Eventually somebody's going to get open, and that's exactly what happened right there. But hats off to the offensive line. Good job holding their blocks right there, not getting any holding calls, giving Music some time to find an open receiver down the field.
That was Gunnar Martin on that reception as we're back to live action here. And back to throw is Music, and it's behind and incomplete. Haddon Cecil.
Yeah, that time the defender in perfect phase. It's exactly what your coach teaches you. Just stay in phase with the receiver, get your head turned around and make a play on the ball, and good job right there.
2nd down and 10. Two receivers to the far side as Music is in the shotgun. And Music puts some air under that one, cutting in for the catch, and touchdown. GRC, that's Jack Toddy.
Yeah, perfect play right there. Hit him on a nice corner route right there, put the ball right on the money. Yeah, really good catch right there from Jack Toddy.
Might want to add Toddy to your fantasy team. That's 2 bombs in 2 weeks, both resulting in touchdowns. And Music, he just throws such a pretty ball.
He does. Again, his mechanics are so perfect. It's a perfect spiral, and every time it's right on the numbers.
Wyatt Jackson on for the point after. Hold is down, and Jackson slides it through. GRC retaking the lead. 21-17. A great one tonight in Winchester.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Carter Music, another touchdown pass. And a lot of fireworks going on in this 3rd quarter. GRC led 14-7 at the break. And Huntington will have possession after a Toddy touchdown. Toddy, a 23-yard reception for a score last week. And this offense, very explosive as Jackson, for the second time in this quarter, will send it out of play.
And again, it's just these small little mistakes that are starting to add up and just keep costing GRC here. And that's 2 back-to-back kicks that have went out of bounds to start the half off.
So penalty, of course, on that play, and Huntington advantageous field position. Will work well, KJ, on that reception for a touchdown.
Well, it looked like I didn't see the whole coverage, but it looked like they were maybe running cover 2, and the receiver did a good job of fitting right in between the safety and the corner. And Music, again, we've seen him make some crazy throws tonight. We've seen one that was in the even tighter window, and then that one, like I said, the receiver did a good job of fitting right there between the safety and the corner, and Music put it right on him, and the receiver did it all after that. Good job by Toddy, able to use his speed after that and just take off and score the touchdown.
There you see Huntington coaching staff trying to get the attention of their student athletes. And they're going to force GRC to punt again. They're going to kick off again. So they're going to kick off from about their 35-yard line.
Really kind of putting GRC in a bind here. It's do you go to squib kick, or do you maybe kick it down to Rife again, who's already had a punt return tonight? So I want to see what they do here.
Yeah, what is the end result to this? Because Huntington was going to be blessed with good field position without electing to re-kick.
I mean, one of two things. They're going to be blessed with some good field position again, or maybe Rife can take one to the house again.
Well, this time Jackson steers it in play. It's a hot tamale, and Huntington scoops it up at their 40, so pretty comparable end result on the free kick.
I was just going to say they're pretty much the same result there, because they would have got it at the 30 or 40, 35 or 40 if they would have just accepted the penalty. So I think on this drive here, this GRC defensive line, they need to get back to what they were doing early on in the game and clog on those running holes and holding Okonkwo to short gains or tackles in the backfield.
There's Okonkwo again, and upended close to a first down. They're going to mark him back at the 48. And this Huntington ground attack didn't do so well in the first quarter. They really pick things up now.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're running right down the teeth of the defense, so the nose guard has to do a better job of not getting scooped out of his hole, because there should be no reason why the running back is getting 10 yards running right down the middle of the defense. And as a defensive coordinator, that's what drives you crazy.
Second down and very short. Just north of 4 minutes in this third quarter. It's been a great football game, and we got a hanky.
It's like maybe a false start here.
Love the audio here where the referee's mic'd up. I wish all schools had that.
Yeah, makes it a lot better than just trying to see the hand signals out there.
Second down and 6.
I just want to say, what an amazing football game here tonight. Really competitive. Both teams really putting it out there on the line.
Gorgeous night. Breeze picking up a bit. Couldn't ask for better week 2 weather.
And a fantastic GRC crowd out here tonight. They really showed up for their home opener.
Here's Okonkwo trying to sweep around the edge. Good containment there to force him out for a couple-yard loss back to the 43-yard line. Stride for stride was the corner, Nick Logan.
Yeah, doing a good job right there, keeping that contained. You don't want to give up that outside, and with the guy with Okonkwo's speed, it's really hard to keep that contained because he can really break to the edge on you. So good pursuit right there from the defense. Everybody rushing to the ball. Bringing up a 3rd and 6 here. 3rd and a long 6.
From the 44.
You have to assume they're going to try to get something to the outside.
As Midkiff, 3-step drop, plenty of time, and he's going to sling it down. He's got 2 targets close together. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and a good hit right there on the quarterback. Looked like Huntington was looking for a flag, but I think that was a pretty clean hit on Midkiff right there.
Rife and Okonkwo pretty tightly meshed together there on the near sideline, and Huntington will send on their punting unit. That's good pressure around the edge.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to see Cecil back here. Let's see if he can match Rife and maybe take one back to the house. Again, the stars have really showed up tonight here. Kellen Rife and Haddon Cecil both making some big plays here tonight.
There's Jackson Seals punting back and retreated by Cecil at the 18, and Cecil swerving up the middle of the field across the 25 to the 26.
And putting some good cuts right there, but good pursuits of the ball right there.
Net punt of 30 yards, and for the second time in this half, GRC will possess the football.
And GRC scored touchdowns on their previous 2 possessions. Let's see if they are able to keep that momentum going and put the pressure on this Huntington team.
We'd like to welcome those of you watching tonight in Huntington, as the Cardinals lead at 21-17. We'll be partnering with GRC all season long. Cannot wait to bring you great high school football and basketball coverage right here on Glycod. First down and 10. Handoff in the belly of, I think that's Galden.
Yeah, good job right there by the defensive line. Hold them to a short gain.
Second down and 10. Much of GRC's offense has been through the air. They've not really had the same level of success on the ground as the Highlanders have.
Yeah, and the thing is Music was their leading rusher last week, so it's like they just haven't been able to get some consistent running back play so far this season. And if they want to make it far this season, that's something they're going to have to work on, because you can't just rely on the pass game every game to win you football games. You see a short pass right there to Gunnar Martin. Short gain, bringing up a third and manageable here. 3rd and 6. And if you're Huntington, you got to get some pressure on Music back there. You can't let him have 5-6 seconds in the pocket, because, again, if you're giving the quarterback that much time, somebody's going to get open. So you got to get some sort of pressure on him back there.
Cardinals did have success on the ground last week, 169 yards on the ground. They don't have half of that thus far this evening. It's 3rd down and a half dozen. Music back to throw, rifles it across and right in the belly of Haddon Cecil. A first down up to the 42 and a gain of 13.
Again, it's just pitch and catch with those two guys. That chemistry that they have, it's immaculate. That's what you strive for as a quarterback and a receiver.
12-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, keep in mind, Music was not the starter last year. He has some experience, played in a few games, and he has really taken a step forward.
Yeah, I mean, you look at both of these guys here tonight, Midkiff and Music. I mean, for neither one of these guys to be a starter last year, these guys have came in and played excellent here tonight.
There's the handoff around the edge and rolling through. Trey Davis. Davis inside the 20. And Trey Davis in for a touchdown of 59 yards.
Yeah, he broke a few tackles and just used that speed to get that big one right there. And if you're Huntington, you're in a tough situation now.
Davis, 59 yards on the screen. That's his 3rd touchdown of the season. And you've got 3 through the air tonight by Carter Music.
Again, that's 3 straight possessions they scored touchdowns on. So again, this is a very high-powered offense here. And again, I don't think many teams are going to be able to stop them if they're firing on all cylinders here.
This district shaping up to be very interesting. You've got, of course, Frederick Douglass, but Madison Central looks strong. Bryan Station right there as well.
And when it gets those district games, yeah, it's going to be some pretty stiff competition there.
I'm not sure what the issue is. As Coach Dameron taking off the headset, he's just out of your view.
Offsides on the defense. Coach Dameron has declined the penalty.
Oh, so we did have a penalty, but as you likely heard from the PA, it's no thank you. And Wyatt Jackson on for the extra point. And that one.
If you're a football fan that likes big plays, I think you're tuned into the right game here tonight.
28-17, more coverage coming up in just a moment. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycon.
You don't have to look far to see the power of the Electrical Union Local 369. No matter the size, we have the right contractor to fill your needs. When it counts, you can count on the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 369. Contact the IBEW today.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Huntington football here after the Trey Davis touchdown reception. And this is certainly a big drive on their side of the fence as the Highlanders trailing by a game-high 11.
Yeah, and this is going to be a test for Midkiff here. First-year starter, you're a sophomore, on the road, down 11. This is the time to rally your team and get some points on the board here.
Very low kick, favorable starting field position for the Highlanders.
I think both teams are just playing it smart here. Both have some really dangerous returners right there, so they're just doing squib kicks.
Yeah, we have not seen much of Trevon Okakwo. It's been Mayshawn that's done much of the heavy lifting for the Highlander offense. And he's back there now and rolling to the left. Midkiff, he's going to funnel it right in front of him, and it's brought down by John Garrett. His little swerve across the 45, and he's close to a first down.
Yeah, and a really good play call right there. And running that triple option. Really hard play to stop.
Good to see Garrett back out there. Looked like he was injured in the first half. And they're going to mark that enough for a first down. So the play will suffice, and you've got first down and 10 from the 45. Three receivers out to the far side. Leaking out of the backfield, and Okakwo could not hang on. A closing hit there, dislodging that football.
Yeah, really good hit coming down by Landon Belcher. Able to knock that one away. Actually,
I'm not sure either one of you are right. Let's take one more look coming from the near sideline.
Yeah, I was seeing 5 after that, Keon Fannin.
It was Keon Fannin.
Apologize about the mistake.
Be second down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Okakwo shifting to the near sideline.
And just such good, quick footwork. And again, Fannin on that tackle again right there, but good job right there by Okakwo to pick up some yards. And again, just able to find the holes. Again, good quick footwork, bouncing it to the outside when nothing was there. Bringing up a 3rd and 5 here.
3rd down and 6. A very important play here as we wind down in this third quarter. What's the play call here? It's Okakwo on a quick timing handoff, and that's read beautifully.
Yeah,
no gain.
Ran right to the teeth of the defense right there. And number 34, Scotty Mitchell on the tackle. It's a name we've caught a few times here tonight.
He has played very well. That's no gain, and that may take us to the 4th. And Huntington, a decision to make, but they're going to send on their punting unit. And that's going to take us to quarter number 3. GRC on top, 28-17, and you're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Vaping isn't a trend, it's an addiction. Ready to quit? Text START MY QUIT to 36072. No pressure. Get free, confidential help to quit vaping.
This message was furnished by the Bourbon County Health Department.
Anthony is using Community Trust Bank's mobile banking with Zelle to pay to have the leaves raked. his part of the big lunch meeting, and the birthday gift for the niece that was due today. That means Anthony made it on time for the big game to see the home team score the winning touchdown. Mobile banking with Zelle at Community Trust Bank. Fast, easy, and secure.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
So 4th down, and Huntington sends on their punting unit. 4th down and 6.
Yeah, and I heard a fan yell, watch for the fake, and that's exactly what they did.
And Seals going to be short, brought down at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, but I heard a fan yell, watch for the fake as soon as they snapped the ball, and that's exactly what they did there. But really good job by the GRC defense being prepared right there.
I know it's only week 1, but I'm not sure that's going to fool too many people. If you got a trick play, that wasn't it.
Yeah.
1st down and 10.
And that could turn out to be really costly as well. Kind of in a tough position right there. I mean, you are down 2 possessions. You don't know how many more you're going to get in the 4th quarter. So, I mean, I can't really fault Huntington for going for the fake right there.
From the 47-yard line.
Defense has to step up and make some big stops here.
There's Carter Music. Plenty of time. He'll roll now to the left and pick up positive yards. Or will he? No, they're going to mark him back. Perhaps a loss of about 2 to the 47.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defense holding contain right there. Secondary did a good job taking away all the routes, and it looked like Music wanted to take off and run, but the defense stayed in their lanes and was able to force them out of bounds for a loss of 2, it looks like.
Let's take one more look at that fake punt. I'm really surprised Okonkwo or Newsom perhaps didn't get a shot to touch that ball in space.
Yeah, I think you got to get a guy with a little bit more speed to be able to get out around the edge right there.
Loss of 2, 2nd down and 12 back at the GRC 46-yard line. Music going to put some air under this one. Arcs it down to the 15, and it's caught down to the 9-yard line. And a pickup of 51 yards.
Just a perfect pass every time. And again, I think anytime that Music sees one-on-one coverage, he's just giving his guy a chance. And it's been few times that they haven't been able to connect when he has thrown it up to him. And a really good play-action fake right there as well, getting the linebackers and defense to press up, and again, it's leaving the cornerback one-on-one right there. And
looked like Haddon Cecil yet again.
Yeah, it hasn't been many times Haddon Cecil's lost those one-on-one battles here tonight.
There's Landon Belcher barreling in for a touchdown.
Yeah, just bowling balling his way in there right there.
And things have started to slide away for the Highlanders.
Yeah, if I'm correct, I think this is 4 straight drives now I think they've scored on.
All in the second half. Matt Ciesick at halftime of the Winchester Sun said similar script happened last year where the Cardinals opened things up in the second half, and we have certainly seen that story ring true this evening. Wyatt Jackson on for the extra point and add 1 to the tally. 35-17 Cardinals. Now a message from Elite Building Products on Glycod.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
35-17. George Rogers Clark still plenty of time, though, remaining 11:22. As Landon Belcher pounding in for his first touchdown of the season. And you've got 4 different Cardinals that have scored tonight.
Yeah, again, just such a variety of weapons on the offensive end. And again, it's really going to put a lot of pressure on defenses as the season goes on.
Haddon Cecil with one, Jack Toddy with one, Trey Davis with one, and Landon Belcher gets in on the party.
And everybody just seems so selfless. And when you have a team that's selfless and just want to see their group win together, that's when you have a really good team and have a chance to do some big things.
It's a short kick, and it's going to be scarfed up by Trevon Okonkwo. He'll take it to the 45. Still 11-plus left. What must Huntington do to get back in this game?
Well, right now they have to put some points on the board. Just keep calm. Again, it's still 11 minutes left in this football game. I've seen crazier things happen. So, again, just keep your composure. Do one thing at a time. Right now, the only mission is putting points on the board. Then after that, you need to get a stop. But right now, the only mission should be getting some points on the board. And this is definitely 4-down territory, no matter what. And don't try to get it all back in one play. I feel like that's where a lot of young guys tend to mess up at. They think they have to score in one play. Like, no, just put together a good drive and just get some points on the board.
We got a flag thrown on this play as Midkiff got two flags, and Midkiff tries to keep it alive, and he's going to be brought down back at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that was a coverage sack right there. The secondary doing a really good job covering their man and allowing that defensive line to get back there and get the sack.
Jimmy Powell and his crew have done a great job tonight. And this will be a false start infraction. That'll be declined. You had a favorable play on the field anyway, so now it's second down and 15.
That will bring up second down.
And this game's had a lot of momentum switches. Seems like GRC started off with good momentum, then it seems like...
Well, we got another flag. That's going to nullify things.
And then Huntington took the momentum, and it seems like GRC's did a good job holding the momentum now at the end of the game.
The illegal shift. And GRC will say no thank you to that one as well.
And again, a lot of these just execution mistakes, something you expect to see with your team on their first game of the season. False starts, illegal shifts, things like that. Things that you can clean up in practice, though.
One of the keys to this game is the Cardinals secondary's done a great job opposite Dante Newsome, the receiver, and we're going to have a whistle before the play and a Cardinals timeout.
On the field, it'll be a timeout by the Cardinals.
Take a look at our upcoming schedule on Glycod. We're back here next Friday, perhaps one of the more intense rivalries in Central Kentucky, Montgomery County versus the Cardinals, and several other great games. In Louisville, you've got St. X Mail and then Douglas Manual. Should be two dynamite games. We invite you to like and subscribe on Glycod as we strive to promote high school athletics on our free-to-watch platform.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be an amazing football season. Just from what I've seen so far, I think there's going to be a lot of action-packed games here, a lot of competitive games this season.
So third down and 15 for the Highlanders. Midkiff back to throw. Going to skirt up in the pocket, and he is brought down, but he's going to flip it forward at the last moment. And Okonkwo unable to keep that play alive as he'll take it up to the 42.
I thought that was a sack there. He was able to get that one away at the very last second. Bringing up a 4th and long here. You have to punt the ball here.
Pick up 2 on that play, so 4th down and long. There's over 10 minutes remaining as Jackson Seals this time will punt it. And he's going to guide it right to Haddon Cecil, and Cecil will take it out just shy of the 25-yard line. Now, what's caught your eye tonight? What's been most impressive tonight, KJ, from the GRC side of things?
That offense. That is a very high-powered offense. Again, so many weapons, and when you have a quarterback with the precision that Music has, again, you're gonna make a deep run and again keep defense on their toes. And I've really been impressed with the receivers on both sides of the ball. Again, both quarterbacks have been super composed for this to be their first year starting. So even though that Huntington isn't winning this game, I still think that Midkiffs did a really good job here tonight.
There's a pass out in the flat, and that ball's caught. Great containment this time by the Highlanders. And you can't see a lot of the folks over there from this shop, but they brought in a pretty solid contingent, making that 2-hour drive to the Lexington area.
Yeah, they did, and I love the rivalries here with different states and just getting to compete with teams that are outside of who you normally compete against.
Two quality teams that are going to have very fine seasons.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, but both teams here were just some small mistakes. But again, we're still in the beginning of the season. GRC, their second game.
It's great closing speed and deflected away. The corner on that side able to knock that ball away. Looked like Dre Barber got a hand on that ball. And it's 3rd down and 9. This is GRC's 5th possession of the second half. They've scored all 4 prior occasions.
Yeah, really good job right there, hitting Athias Morris on the hitch route right there. And good job by him turning to the outside and picking up those extra yardage to get that first down.
That's a very difficult blow for this Highlander defense, trying to muster something positive to get possession back to their offense.
Yeah, and as the cornerback, you just got to have situational awareness right there and just know that you're guarding the sticks and be able to make that tackle short.
On the 45-yard line, 1st down and 10. As the Cardinals try to improve to 2-0 for the second time in 3 seasons. And that ball is going to be chucked out of bounds on the near sideline, thrown away by Music. Wasn't really sure what to expect from him tonight. He has exceeded all expectations.
Man, I think that's an understatement for what I've seen here tonight. Again, 253 touchdowns last night. Last week, not sure exactly what his stats are here tonight, but I feel like he may have exceeded that.
2nd down and 10. Slung out to the near side. Great closing burst. That was Newsom interjecting in the passing lane to knock that away.
Yeah, Newsom's done a really good job holding his own over there at that outside corner position. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these guys play both sides of the ball and do a really good job of it, playing receiver and corner.
Great job up top tonight by Joe O'Melion on camera. Done another fantastic job for us. We hope you're enjoying the footage live tonight on Glycod. Just over 9 minutes remaining in this game. Music up in the pocket on 3rd and long. He's going to swing and be brought down. Maybe credited with a sack, a loss of 1. Colin Gadd on the stop.
And able to get that ball back to Midkiff. See if this Huntington offense can put some more points on the board.
Well, GRC's offense, they're going to keep it out there. 4th down and 9. And Music takes the snap. He's going to sling it to the boundary and peeled off for the catch. Is it going to be signaled a 1st down?
And he just makes that throw look so easy. Again, that's not an easy throw. You have to have the power to make that throw and also have the precision and accuracy to be able to put that on your receiver.
Let's see where they mark this. That ball's caught by Haddon Cecil, but did he peel out too soon? And he's short. That's very close on that far sideline. It looked like he just got out of the break a little bit too soon.
Yeah, still a good throw and a good catch, though.
So turnover on downs. It's Huntington. Sliver of hope for them. 8:28 remaining. And 3 timeouts remaining. And another flag, and we've seen our fair share of those in this quarter.
Yeah, for sure.
It will be against the Cardinals. They were not where they were supposed to be.
It's going to be a 5-yard mark off. First down and 10 becomes first down and 5. Midkiff back to throw. Looking down the far sideline, and it's incomplete. Intended for Kellen Rife. He was shadow covered. And a long incomplete pass.
Yeah, and really good coverage right there. Looks like he's catching a cramp now, and really good sportsmanship right there. Can't really see the number, but even though they're on opposing teams, still helping them out. It's like number 13 there, Jack Toddy. But yeah, it looked like he maybe had a step on him, but good recovery right there from the defender, able to catch back up and knock that pass away.
Yeah, it's been very humid here much of this evening. We saw a lot of cramps in week 1. We've seen a few less tonight, but it's that time of the year. We'll step aside. GRC leading Huntington. Just over 8 minutes left to play. More coverage coming up in just a moment on Glycod.
Hey, I'm Stacy Lau, owner of Woody Sports Bar and Grill in Winchester, Kentucky. If you're looking for something to do during the week, please come join us for Tuesday trivia and Wednesday karaoke. And if you have a big party, call ahead and reserve our dining room.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Chris Labar, KJ Jones, and camera operator Joe O'Million back live in Winchester. 35-17 Cardinals. They led 14-7 at half. And this Huntington team, they've had a couple of key penalties in this game and also a turnover inside the 5-yard line late in the first half. And the Cardinals offense has come to play, especially in this second half.
Yeah, both teams had some key turnovers here. All fumbles, no interceptions here tonight, though.
Second down and 5. And going to be close to the first down. That was Okakwo.
Yeah, and a good tackle right there in the hole. Hold them to a short gain.
Third down and 3. One receiver at the bottom of your screen. There's the handoff inside. Okakwo again did not need much, and he's going to be brought down. Perhaps forward progress will take him to the 46-yard line, still short of a first down.
Yeah, and I think it's a must go for it, 4-down territory right here.
Mason Midkiff, despite the score, has done some good things tonight for the visitors.
He has, and although the score is what it is, he's done an excellent job here tonight. It's nothing I would hang my hat on. He's done a good job protecting the ball, especially being a sophomore quarterback coming in here. All you can ask is just control the game, don't turn the ball over. Made some really good passes here tonight.
And that was one right there. Jackson Seals on the slant picks up the first down. So the drive will continue. Seals with his second catch of the evening.
And I know in their touchdown drive when he threw the touchdown to Rife, he threw a couple nice passes to Rife on that possession there. So again, Midkiff had a really good game here tonight.
Still 6:40 left. Slant again, and this time a little bit too far in front of a darting Seals.
Yeah, that one maybe just got away from him a little bit there. Trying to hit him on the slant route.
Second down and 10 coming up. Clock idle now at 6:40 after the incomplete pass. And Seals in motion. And he's back to throw on the out, and that ball is bobbled but caught. And just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Ethan Goodson right there on the catch. Pick up some good yards, bringing up a third and manageable here.
This has been a methodical drive, not the explosive nature that the Cardinals have shown, but some good steady progress up the field. We have a GRC player injured as well.
Looks like Belcher, who's had a really good game here tonight as well. Looks like he's able to get up and walk on his own power, though.
So third down and about 2, it appears. Some consternation on that far sideline as Huntington still possessing 3 timeouts. Get something on the board here, and still plenty of time left. Third down and 2. Okonkwo swerving to the left. He'll pinball outside and should have a first down.
Yeah, making a few cuts and jukes right there, keeping some defenders off, but good pursuit right there by GRC getting to the ball.
They're going to give him enough for a first down. Or will they? Yeah, there you go. So first down and 10. Clock now nearing the 6-minute mark. Pass out in the flat, grab on the go, Dante Newsome, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
It looked like Nick Logan right there on the tackle, and looks like Newsome's hurt now. Let's hope that he's okay.
Let's take a look at that play. He's coming out of the backfield. And Newsome up on his feet. That's good to see as he's up on his feet. Now he's going to jog off under his own power as we cut back to live action.
It's like
so Newsome off the field under his own power. He'll lose 2. It's second down and 12.
We would like to thank our wonderful athletic trainers, Caitlin Crump and Ariana Daniel from UK Orthopedic Sports and Medicine. They've got some help down there as well, but they are tremendous athletic trainers for our teams.
3-step drop, Midkiff rolling left, and he felt some pressure from the backside, and the pass deflected and incomplete.
Yeah, I feel like that was close to maybe being a fumble. But it looks like they're just going to mark it as incomplete. But, yeah, good pressure right there by GRC.
That's Cardinal front. Scotty Mitchell's had an outstanding game.
Yeah, just all around in secondary, defensive line, every level, this defense looks really good. Again, just a lot of talent just all across this GRC team here.
That was
offense and defense.
Carson Igo with that pressure. Third down and 12. Still for 5 minutes remaining. And that's incomplete. Tried to find Jackson Seals. Seals cutting off that route a little prematurely.
So, yeah, it looks like maybe just a bit of miscommunication between Seals and Midkiff right there.
So now you've got fourth down and 12. We just passed the 10 o'clock hour on the East Coast. Perhaps the final gasp for the visitors. Fourth down and a dozen. Midkiff back to throw out of the backfield. He's got Okonkwo and a great catch. And Okonkwo will backpedal up close to the first down, and it will be a first down.
Yeah, just a little wheel route right there. Perfect play. Looks like he had the linebacker on him, 28, Trip Cecil, and able to use his speed to get away from him.
Great finesse by Midkiff. You got first down and 10 for Huntington. And that's Okonkwo back where it came from. He'll take it and tuck it up inside for a few.
Okonkwo as well has had a really solid game here tonight.
Second down and 5.
Bring up second and 5.
And a great crowd tonight, great atmosphere. We look forward to bringing you GRC high school football throughout the balance of this season. And the slant for 6, touchdown, Huntington.
Yeah, it looks like Caden Davis right there on the catch, and looks like just beat the corner on a slant route right there. And another good pass from Midkiff. I'm pretty sure Midkiff's second passing touchdown of the game here.
So you kick the extra point here, then you make it an 11-point game. They're going to go for 2. But if you kick the extra point, then it's a 2-score game. But anyway, they're going to go for 2. As Midkiff rolling, there's a flag on the play, and that ball is intercepted.
Yeah, it looks like we got a pass interference in the back corner of the end zone there. I seen it the whole way. It looked like the cornerback was holding on to the receiver.
Had a flag in the backfield as well, as the officiating crew will sift through these penalties. So the penalties on GRC, it's half the distance. And now it looks like they're going to kick. But back to the initial point, if you kick it anyway, it's an 11-point game. It's a 2-score game.
Yeah.
2-point conversion and a field goal ties it. But if you go for 2 and don't get it, then you need 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I'm not sure here.
Well, they're going to go for it again on 2. Trying to make it a 10-point game. And Okonkwo is bottled up, and now Huntington needs 2 touchdowns. 4:33 remaining. We're back in just a moment on Glycod.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
35-23, GRC by 12. 4:33 remaining. Take a look at Cardinals' upcoming schedule on Glycod. We'll have a crew here next week for the big game versus Montgomery County, and then see them towards the end of September, and they'll host Woodford County. Woodford County, at last check, was losing at home tonight to Bourbon County. Take a look at Huntington's upcoming schedule in just a moment, as we might have an onside kick here by Huck Captain. And it's scooped up by Nate Sanborn of the Cardinals.
And it took a nice bounce right there. Just GRC in the perfect position right there to be able to recover it. Good hands right there by Nate Sanborn, recovering that one right there.
Take a look at the Highlanders' upcoming schedule. They play a week longer than Kentucky teams. Their last week of the season is the first Friday in November, which is the beginning of KHSAA football playoffs. 4:32 remaining. And what's the plan here for the Cardinals to try to burn these final minutes off?
Just run the ball. Hold on to the ball. 2 hands every time. Don't go out of bounds. Right there, you got to stay in. You got to at least slide in bounds just to try to run some of this clock out.
I think Music would like to have that one back, as he did take it out of bounds.
Yeah, and it looks like I can see Coach Dameron saying to him there, man, you got to slide before you get out of bounds. Go ahead and chew some of this clock.
Second down and 8. But he'll learn from that. He's had an outstanding game this evening.
Yeah, and again, like you said, he'll learn from that again. He still is a young quarterback. It's his first year starting, and again, that stuff just comes with reps.
Second down and 8. Here's a snap, and there you go. How about that?
We seen it that time there. I think Coach Dameron's message got across.
Great job of coaching and a great job by the junior as Music will keep it in play and then very gingerly walk back to the huddle. He's not in much of a hurry.
And again, I just want to tip my hat off to both these quarterbacks here tonight. Really have took command of their offenses, got their guys together, really rallied the troops.
Third down and 6. No play clock here. I beg your pardon, there is a play clock, and it's visible to the quarterback. It's reading 7 seconds. So third down and a half dozen. There's a screen pass developing, and the ball is caught. That's Xavier Holbrook, and Holbrook will barrel his way across the 45, pick up a first down.
And also putting them in position to chew up some more clock as well, picking up that first down. So should be able to run the clock down to about a little under 2 minutes here.
First down and 10.
Please make sure your trash goes in the trash can. It should not be someone else's job to pick up after you.
3:30 remaining. Back to throw. Music in rhythm. It's brought down, catch by Atheus Morris, and Morris twisting and turning across the 20 down to the 15, and GRC again moving down the field.
Yeah, some good yards after catch and yards after contact on that play right there. Way to keep his feet moving for Morris right there. And I don't think that GRC's ready to throw in the towel just yet. They're saying we want to score some more points here.
Well, Morris is the one of the skill guys that hasn't scored tonight.
That's Deborah's favorite song. First and 10 on the 16.
So just inside the red zone as we dip under 3 minutes remaining.
And if they're able to score another touchdown on this drive, I think they're going to match their point total from last week as well.
Holbrook again breaking tackles. Earlier this week when I chatted with the head coach, he said they could have scored 70 last week, and I'm not sure they could have gotten 70 tonight, but they've left some opportunities out there.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the first few drives of the game, I feel like they could have scored. I mean, they did score on the first drive of the game, but it got called back. So, and I definitely feel like they could have put up more here tonight.
Third down, check that second down and long. Handoff inside. That's a new ball carrier.
Yeah, and at this point you got to get some of your younger guys some reps in here.
That's Timmerin Golden. He's had a couple of totes tonight. So third down in about 7. Check that. 7, third down and 4.
And I wonder if they'll just keep it on the ground here, maybe try to take a shot at the end zone and put some more points on the board. If you look at the top, you see Haddon Cecil again, one-on-one coverage over there. I wouldn't be surprised they maybe try to get him another shot.
And Music going to keep it on the ground. There's a flag as Golden, rather a Morris, I beg your pardon, Atheus Morris, the ball carrier. But it's all for naught.
It will be against the Cardinals. Holding penalty.
We've seen a lot of Jimmy Powell in this fourth quarter, the white hat. No offense to Jimmy, but we don't want to see him this much. Going to mark it all the way back. Of course, Huntington will accept that penalty. Take it back to the 22. So now you've got third down and 14. Two receivers to the top of your screen. As the clock continues to run, GRC will improve to 2-0 on the season ahead of a big home one next week versus Montgomery County. There's Holbrook, Xavier Holbrook twisting and powering. And the Cardinals keep it on the ground, and that may do it. Well, check that. Huntington's going to call timeout. 48 seconds remaining. Coming up, we'll have our Lexington Outdoor Power Most Outstanding Players of the game. We'll also update the score ticker and take a look at our great Week 3 schedule. All coming up in the Martins Peterbilt post-game report. Some scores trickling in. Lexington Catholics 2-0. They win at Dunbar 47 zilch. Woodford County has taken the lead. They lead Bourbon County 28-20. That is in the fourth quarter. Scott County shuts out Great Crossing 42-21. And Madison Southern over Henry Clay 8-6. That is a final. The GRC 4th and 9.
Some good football across the Bluegrass State here tonight.
And some good football tonight for both these teams. And GRC going to put it on the air here, and they're going to go for the end zone out of the timeout. How about that for 6?
And I think that was a post corner right there and just right on the money. And again, I think they matched their point total from last week. So, I mean, over 80 points in the first two weeks of the season. You got to be really proud of your offense here.
You might be wondering, why didn't they just keep it on the ground? Well, Huntington called timeout on this, so I'm not sure you can fault Dane Dameron for trying one more here as Cecil brings it in.
Yeah, really kind of shot yourself in the foot there.
Wyatt Jackson has been strong on the kicking game. I'd like to see him get some more length on kickoffs, but he's been great on PATs. And GRC will move on as they lead with 43 seconds remaining.
That Haddon Cecil Carter Music duo, that's going to be a tough duo throughout this season to contain.
Now, one of the angles we've not talked about at all is the GRC. I think one of the advantages coming into this game, they've already played a game.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think that definitely helps a team as opposed to just starting your season off. But can't really blame it on that too much. This Huntington team did come in with a good fight. Was able to take the lead at one point there in the second half. But GRC just doing a good job fighting back harder.
Coaches have always said, you know this, the improvement is so significant between weeks 1 and 2. And one would suspect Huntington will get better as this season continues. And GRC doing a lot of good things earlier this year.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how far this GRC team can go because their ceiling is really high. Again, a lot of athletes on both sides of the ball, really good players.
Got a flag on that kickoff. A lot of the crowd getting an early trek home.
Flag on the play.
So the Dane Dameron era off to a 2-0 beginning for GRC, and Cardinals will welcome an old friend next Friday with Coach Cherico leading Montgomery County after spending a few years here. That ought to be interesting.
And I think that'll be a really good matchup next Friday.
I'm not sure what the discussion is here. We had a kick. Got to be on position of the field. And now Huntington will have possession at the GRC 45-yard line. First down and 10. Two receivers to the top. And that ball is bobbled on the handoff on the exchange. Got a lot of backups out there. The ball secured by Justin Woolfolk of Huntington.
I'd assume they maybe just run one more play here and call it a night.
Loss of about 4.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. So that will bring us 3rd and 12. 2nd and 12. Getting ahead of myself.
So one more play with 5 seconds left as Mason Midkiff, or Merrick Midkiff, will go the distance for Huntington. And the ball carrier, Woolfolk again, and that's going to conclude this game as GRC, a 2-0 start to the Dane Dameron era. They defeat Huntington tonight 42-23. Our Martins Peterbilt postgame report is on the other side of this timeout from Glycon.
At Central Equipment, we're a family.
And that's what sets us apart from other ag and outdoor power equipment companies.
It's the amazing options we give our customers.
Through the quality brands that we represent.
With the parts and service that we offer.
With one main focus of making sure you,
our customers, leave happy.
If you need a new tractor, mower, chainsaw, or have other power equipment needs,
come to Central Equipment and become part of our family.
So we can show you the Central Equipment difference.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Let's pause. Are you ready to break up with your vape? Text Start My Quit to 36072. No pressure. Get free, confidential help to quit vaping.
This message was furnished by the Bourbon County Health Department.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Stuck on the road? Call Martins Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martins Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Martins Peterbilt, your complete source for trucks, trailers, parts, service, and more at 425 Rogers Road in Lexington. Martins Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
With KJ Jones, I'm Chris LeBar, and we are back live at George Rogers Clark High School as the Cardinals defeat Huntington tonight 42-23. Cardinals now 2-0 for the second time in 3 seasons, and so many favorable things tonight for that high-powered offense.
Yeah, just so many guys showed out and showed up tonight. Again, both teams played really good here tonight. Really impressed from this GRC offense, and just so many versatile weapons on the ground and the passing game, because I'm really excited to see what their ceiling is for this season here.
Take a look at tonight's most outstanding players, presented by our great partners at Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. They offer the right equipment for the right job. There you see their contact information, 1111 Winchester Road. And for this Huntington offense, they had a standout receiver this evening.
Yeah, Kellen Rife had a punt return, receiving touchdown. I mean, really did his thing out there tonight. Tried to will his team to that win tonight. Came up just a little bit short, but still played really good. I mean, the whole offense played good. Want to give a shout out to Midkiff again, because only a sophomore starting his first game really played well tonight. He's the one that had to get the ball to Rife. So, again, played really good. But Kellen Rife, was the one that really stood out again, had the punt return and also the receiving touchdown. And
Mayshawn Okonkwo really held in check for the first quarter. He made his presence felt as this game wore on. He had a solid outing as well.
Yeah, he really did. Again, he was bottled up there, and then it seemed like after that Kellen Rife punt return, he started to find some more holes in that defense and really tried to will his team to the win as well. And like I said, came up just a little bit short. But like I said, after that punt return and in the second half, started finding more holes and started breaking off longer runs there.
And for George Rogers Clark, so many different directions that you could have gone, but you got to start with the quarterback, and he was sensational.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he's the one that was throwing the touchdowns, made some big plays with his legs, and I think it was maybe 4 or 5 drives straight that he was able to get the ball in the end zone for his team. And, again, this is his first season starting as well. He did have a start last week, but, I mean, for this to be your first season start, and he's really good. His spiral is amazing. The way he just puts the ball in the money for his receivers just makes it easy pitch and catch for them.
Touchdown receptions tonight, Haddon Cecil, Jack Toddy, Trey Davis, and who am I forgetting? Somebody else had one, too. He had 4 touchdowns through the air. 4 different Cardinals caught a pass. I believe that was Gunnar Martin as well. So tremendous effort tonight by GRC as they win over Huntington 42-23. We'll step aside, take a break, and look at next week's action after this pause on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You'll still have common days, but this is not one of them. A few weeks a year and you'll discover the most uncommon time of your life.
Suntime Pools. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Suntime Pools.
With fast signs, create striking custom visuals that inspire pride district-wide. Fast signs, make your statement.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
The words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Vaping isn't a trend, it's an addiction. Ready to quit? Text Start My Quit to 36072. No pressure. Get free, confidential help to quit vaping.
This message was furnished by the Bourbon County Health Department.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Putting the finishing touches on a Cardinals 42-23 win over Huntington tonight. Again, the Cardinals 2-0 to start their season. Huntington 0-1. Week 3, a dynamite night for high school football. 6 great games on Glycod, including the 7:30 start right here as Montgomery County, the arch rival of George Rogers Clark, will be here on the air at 7 o'clock. Again, that is week 3. Okay, Jay, any closing thoughts on this game?
An amazing game, action-packed, seen a lot of big plays. I don't think we could have asked for a better game here tonight.
So many building blocks on the positive side for Coach Dameron, and it's going to be very interesting to see. You've got so many great programs in Lexington, and GRC trying to take that next step.
Yeah, and I think they definitely can. You have an awesome coach in Coach Dameron. You have the pieces around you, very good defense. Again, a good friend of mine, DJ White, coaching his defense. He's got them looking really well on the offensive side of the ball. You've got weapons all around. So I think this is going to be a team that can compete with just about any team here in the state this year.
And we wish Huntington the best on their trek this season as well. The Highlanders lose tonight to GRC 42-23. That'll do it for our great Glycod crew. Thanks as always to Steve Bird, our executive producer, and Joe O'Melion on top of the roof tonight on camera. Outstanding job as always, Joe. For KJ Jones, I'm Chris LeBar. Good night from Winchester. You've been watching Week 2 of Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod. Good night.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School football. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College, your community college. Tonight's game was brought to you by Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, the right decision for your home. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Bugsy's Entertainment, Lexington's fresh new food and fun experience. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. Central Equipment, specialists in farm and turf equipment since 1972. Carpenters Local 1650, build your winning career today. And by Fast Signs and Roosters.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.